see some light when ashes dropping down. We step aside. I'll run away with you to see some light when ashes dropping down. We step aside. Smoke is scanning to the sky. You can't believe your senses. You think you've seen it all until you open your eyes. I never wanna be alone. This place is cursed. I want you to never leave my side. I run away with you to see some light when ashes dropping down. We step aside. We dream of feeling something. I want you. I know we both escape to lose the ground. The world we used to know is burning down. We're always strong enough to build our own. We've been running for ages to search some light. I want you. I know we both escape to lose the ground. We've been running for ages to search some light. We can feel that we're there after running for nights. We feel so alive. I run away with you to see some light when ashes dropping down. We step aside. I run away with you to see some light when ashes dropping down to build our own. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke. That's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow. We can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. Hand out, she holds. It's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke, that's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow, we can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. into the night. The city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back in. Feels a while since I've been able to do PUBG Scrims. There's been so many events kicking off the year, which has been really interesting. But for those that are new, I'm Mark Power, or ASA, known as Mark Power, Castle Mark. We're going to try and cover some of the PUBG Pro Scrims action today. We've got best of 6 games where these teams will kind of throw it down, getting ready for the 2025 season. If you haven't already, don't forget we've got the new podcast, myself and T-Bone, who is playing today. What a legend. The Footy Sports guys are playing underneath Land Dodgers. A bit of a meme for them, but they're playing today as well. And we'll go through the teams in a second. We'll be back in the studio though on Wednesday this week, where we'll be throwing down and talking about a lot of the action, a lot of the changes that happen in PUBG and PUBG esports. There's been a lot of player moves. There's teams that have been folded. There's new teams that are coming in. We are still waiting for global partner teams, but generally speaking, there was enough for us to get back into the studio. So watch this space. It's called Game Day Esports, and it will be over on YouTube. We expect it will be edited and back out on Friday. So super looking for that. That'll be technically our first episode. If you haven't already caught the pilot that we kind of waffled about a lot of stuff, but more importantly, we've taken a lot of feedback from you guys in the community, and please keep giving that feedback as to what you want to see. I do like the balance, obviously, talent and pro player, and loads and loads going on. Who we got today? Well, we've got loads on. Eternal Fire, FaZe Clan, obviously with Mixie. He's in the analyst desks at the moment, so good to see him here. Bet Boom, no changes. Ascend, no changes. That Dodgers I mentioned is no changes, and it is the Footy Sports team. VP are in. Gaming Gladiators, no change to their rosters just yet. Navi, we do see the change, and it is Diffix has gone. Boostic has arrived, a super young crap player. We did talk about it on Game Day Esports podcast. So again, you can go back and have a look what we had to say about him. Fairy Tale, Exalt players, win or die, no slack. Quantum Realm, QR, pretty stacked team actually. I'm kind of looking forward to what QR can deliver. Lock, Business, and Carnivore. So we do have an additional teams. Normally with PUBG Esports, we have a set of 16 teams out for grabs. But obviously we have 73 players compared to the 64. So I am looking for a bit of a madness action, should we say. Will be obviously the rotation for the maps today are going to be we are going to Erangel, Rondo, Taego, and we're closing off though on Miramar. As I mentioned before, it is a best of 6, so we will be looking for these teams to see who can. You can follow along with the leaderboard by typing exclamation mark leaderboard into chat, and obviously you can keep up to date with all the scores and doors that are happening there. A few POV streams. We do have a Russian stream as well, so if you are watching, we do have a Russian caster which is also covering all of the action. What to expect? Don't know. VP's my underdog. I want to see how they look and achieve, more importantly, for this year. As we all know, they're back in Ascend. FaZe are back. We know that FaZe have always done really well when it comes down to kills. Can they get the placements? Have they worked on that? Overall, FaZe looking pretty strong. Game Gladiators not seen for a while. Navi, I'm super interested to see how Navi can produce with Boostic compared to Diffix. Let me know what you think in chat. Is it a mistake they let Diffix go? Is Boostic's young gun crack? Should they maybe let someone else go? There's a load of rumors going on. There's a lot of conversations about Navi, but I want to know what you think about in chat. But let's get it down. As I said, it's Scrims, it's PUBG EU, it's game number 1. It's Erangel time, baby. Here we go. It's game number 1. Best of 6, as I mentioned before. Flight path, though, for this one is coming in from a north down to a south. It does favour a little bit more this east side, so we have to be cautious. Obviously, just cresting past Stauber over Yaz, over Farm, and ending up across that military island. For those that are new, to watching PUBG Esports, and obviously more importantly, this is a scrim, so you don't normally see this when it comes down to events. Everyone that is jumping out and dying to their death in the north, the cold depths of the Erangel Sea, they're all our coaches. Our analyst, as I mentioned before, Mixie is now an analyst for FaZe, so super excited what he can deliver with the team as well. A little bit of early action, actually. We might have Fairy Tales and Slack going head-to-head, actually, in Yaz. Obviously, with the event server Scrims, there is a slight element of order. And this, obviously, kicking things off really quick for me. Page, first knock, Reliant goes down. Oh, Arm goes down straight after. ES_test. Well, that is Brightside here. Scav looking to reposition. He does go down. He has got the lid, so he has to be cautious about how he positions this one. But no slack. Well, there's definitely no slack here. There's our first kill confirmed, and we're not even a minute 30 before even the coaches and analysts will fall. Shiny Daz, aka Daz, super crap player as well. He's above, so it looks like the Brightside is making the push above. But ES_test, obviously this is the access to the test servers, and obviously everyone who is there watching, waiting. He's the guy who gets the lobby up, gets everybody in. He needs to pick up that level 2 vest. Now, he's got to be pretty cautious on this one. He says this. I'll actually get somebody's back. As Shiny Daz is high side here. Be waiting potentially, as Brightside might be looking to try and get the push. Now, I've got to be cautious though. They are obviously 2 men up. You can see a little bit of a cross up there between the two guys. Oh, it looks like we've got VP also throwing it down against the guys from business. Definitely getting caught here. I don't think there's any more of the business. Only one that was left in that area. So VP stacking one up. Business do go for the higher side. Back to Yaz though. A little bit of potato move for me there. So apologies. Let's try and wait this one out. April one side, Brightside the other. Daz got a shield up. I don't know if that's going to protect him if the Panzer swings his way. Now, he does have the option to kind of jump down. For the moment, Fairy Tales Beach looking, I suppose, waiting for no slack just to maybe commit to this fight. What's it using TD? Bit of a meme, as they were dodging lands last year. VP. Loads of fun for loads of love and support for VP in chat. April is on one side, so you can see kind of I say a little bit of a cross up here. I suppose he is going to get first information that they are there, and they are fully committed to this. Kind of like this observer feature where we get like the different colours of the teams. I think that's a nice additional add. I was one at a time. Obviously, Paige is the one keeping an eye through the windows. And the guys, they're playing a bit of parkour here. So now 3 above. Again, right side, April. These guys pro players, so it's all about, they will know exactly who's there. Paige goes for the jump as well. So it's going to be a 4 stack now. The team maybe looking to move further down. Got 2 floors to go before... obviously they have taken shots at them, so they will now know. They're probably looking to go for the swing. Have closed the door on one side. I'm dancing the dance on the adjacent side. There comes the smoke. I'm going to try and make the push through. It's going to really catch him. Now, what they don't want is a Panzer to go straight through the middle. More importantly, April doesn't really need a nade coming right back. Scav just going to hold still. You'll hear the footsteps as smoke will kind of dissipating. Overcast smoke, no problems, guys. VP is the GOAT as well from UFC. Interesting, actually, where we do our studio is actually a UFC podcast studio as well. So there's always UFC stuff in there as well. A bit of a more of a bait from the guys, I feel. Bit of a stand-up. Let's talk about the zone. Well, the zone is late. We've got all the way to Military Island. GG, Carnivores obviously dropped into Military. So they're there. FaZe will be on the position as well. Now comes the potential push. Coming from the adjacent side. Nades will go in. Panzer will go. Oh, he catches 3! Oh, can he go for the 4 scaff down? Needs to make the push. He clears it. Oh, my days. Brightside with 1 Panzer annihilates no slack. There's an argument. There is an argument. As much as I love seeing that. Guys. Panzers are just broken. What a launch. Back into the corner and no slack. Well, they're going to walk away with 2 kills here. No slack, but 3 of them get completely deleted. Come on, guys. Are you a fan of chat in Panzer? Do you want to see more and more of action like that? I personally don't. But I can see why, from a viewership point of view, it's makes it interesting. It makes it very difficult to stack up and make a push. You never know if the individual has a Panzer. It's Chris, trying to catch up here with Pains. Pains, really good guy. Actually met him at the PUBG Hot Drops. Obviously, Koho has parted ways with him. Now, he's still the content creator for the team. So he's still there, but from a analyst point of view, very, very different. Lock now moving their way over, as they will take towards this east bridge. Military Island, as I mentioned, is kind of where that zone is, and no surprise, we don't have any real drops here. BB's already moved over. FaZe came over, but also moved down. So they came off the crossroads phase and moved in towards military, taking that kind of doctor's compound on the corner. James a little bit further down. As I mentioned before, obviously no change from the team, only the addition here for Mixer going in. I think that's a big shout for them as well. I'll have to wait and see how that works out. Navi coming on that sort of west side, and as I mentioned before, we've got Boostix now. Obviously, he took the position. Diffix is no longer with the team. So we now got Boostix in there. Interesting. Let me know again what your thoughts are. That's a good change. Whether you think that's a strong addition to Navi. They arguably, especially from my point of view, I felt like they were consistent, give or take, most of the year, and I think there was a lot of eyes on this time last year when we was talking about Navi and they're putting the team together, and obviously they completely dropped their old roster and they went for kind of this sort of young gun feel, completely new team. Then they were left to all eyes on them, and obviously the global partner team from Navi. And I had a couple of questions actually asked before. We won't know the global partner teams this year until the 20th of April, if I remember right. Reading the communication that's on the PUBG website, pretty sure it's the 20th. So until we kind of we knew they were going to land, they were a global partner team. They are sort of arguably potentially going to get that position again. So that's going to give them the kind of capabilities, and I just feel like, did they get additional pressure? I see, what are we, 3 minutes in? Yeah, give or take. Yeah, I think less than, actually, to be fair. Those teams. Send, hold a bit of these. Will or die. Again, a strong team, which I is the podcast a joined podcast with T-Bone, or is it an occasional guest? No, me and T-Bone will be doing every single one. We plan to do 12 all the way through. We can bring an additional guest in there as well. We just kind of get our feet under the door of this podcast business. He makes his way past and back towards this sort of area, towards me. Lock have gone high. Affects and correct seat. I'll pop in the shots with the Dragunov back towards Lock, who have moved in. Now Lock have moved on towards the high side as well, so they've taken that observatory area. And they are also popping that E pickup. So E pickup will give them an option, especially if the zone shifts towards that west. Now I'd argue to say this zone is pretty much in the middle. We sometimes see zones that favour an east or a west. It does give you a little bit of a telltale sign of where it might be ending. I think this one's very centralised up. Zone's going to pop now. It's very south. Now that E pickup is not going to give FaZe the positioning I suppose they want from this. So they are going to take route in the cars as they will move you on south. Don't forget, guys, we do have a lot of water into that zone. We'll have to play back to playable terrain, as FaZe will take a very, very difficult area. James first to arrive. GG are on the outside. Melbourne just having a little scout ahead here. Now they go for a little bit of a 2-2 split. GG also have the compound. They were in military and ahead of the team. QR. Quantum Rail going to be here. But let's tune in with the bridge camp here. Exalt trying to move their way across. Lloyd gets through. shots from It's Chris. Puts him down. Looks like he's the only one. Scrap that Brex killing card, and It's Chris will bag 2. And that's the full bridge camp now for the guys. Just never mind, last time you put us on a streamer, you banned me when I simply mentioned getting your raid them. Really? Never. You pick up, coming down. Players. Moves in. Lots of early action already. Coming on the way. This is a little bit of a... could be a very difficult area to pick up to. BB have taken the south coast as well. They're in a not bad position. QR have come across. Business on the public transport, I reckon. Yeah, definitely. It's not showing for me there. I was showing him in the ground, so you can always ensure that you've got enough boosting. No, well, picks up Schengen. That is actually on the second car. That was on pickup. Hakatori moving into position as well, so it's a little bit higher up. Might see the pressure now working their way in. Hakatori will get the confirmed. Dedrux is down. Schengen will soon fall as well. So that'll be Boostic. We're picking up one. I don't know if he's got the other one. Ferris got the other one, so we Boostic one first on the other. So he's on the reposition as well. Going to expose the Ango Hill for win or die. They were late on this west bridge. Looks like eternal fire. Carnivores, that's more or less in the centre of that military. Actually push them a little bit further down. Kind of where that TDM location lays. EP late in. Definitely picked that. Actually drove, but also flew in. Ixie, a legend. Where is he? He's up here somewhere. He's dodging me. There he is. Now, a lot more teams getting comfortable now with this glider. I think it'll be a stable vehicle as we move into the 2025 circuit for esports, and pretty much watch it from expect it from March, April. We are going to see everyone using these, especially from a scouting point of view. Information gained. Win or die, obviously trying to deter VP away. Looks like Nixie just maybe scouting out the guys. We can actually have a look at the pins. So yeah, it looks like Nixie has popped the pin in the corner. Also, Lucarux has just put the pin on the compound below. So looks like the guys are potentially looking for this split into the corner. I know, sort of scouting again. They've seen the vehicle. They know this area here, so we can see Nixie changing that pin up. So he kind of knows where they are. We are starting to leave that water side now. Nixie, well, it goes for an aggressive landing. It's going to at least put him on with a 360 spin. He actually lands it as well. Let's go, Nixie. Appreciate the prime sub, guys. We're a little bit of 10-minute delay. Zone shifts away. Nixie might want to get that up in the sky. QM, well, they took the E pick up one down. Sky Blind Meat is down. CCI Nix is there. Monodoct, just on the other side. Interesting with BBT and the changes, essentially. And I think they had a little bit of a topic of conversation. Good team. Expect big things from them this year. That's a little bit further over, so looks like he might try and get this area. Don't know if I've been continuing to apply pressure, especially this north side, pushing back. Phase number 3. 15 teams now remain. It's 53 left. This is getting involved in it. Oh, this is a bit of a madness show up here. It's Chris on the third party lot. Will be losing one. He's got this one. It's then completely collapsed down. Don't forget they did take a lot of the numbers before. Fun. Chris potentially looking to evac out of it. Level 3 vest, that's going to help. So 5 kills for the boys. Keeping them alive. Business will be here. Lockdown numbers as well. More kills going on the board for Chris. 3 kills here for Lock. They're going to work their way in. Plus silos. VP is on the outside here. Land Dodgers dodging the circle by the looks of it. Looks like VP also on the push. Jennifer under pressure. BB will do get a knock on QR. Fine. He's kicking off on the other side. Stay with Ibby there at the moment. He's pushing his way forward. I think he's trying to figure out exactly where the guys are. Another buggy. Not going to be the best. The Mad goes down. Shots will come through. He does catch the tire. That's kind of what he needs here. Let's see. He's going to have to use his dribbling skills just to get out of there. Find himself. Code Marco not quite in zone, but going to pitch up. Fast in hand. And Dodgers full send here. See, leading the charge. Slightly, these Land Dodgers will try and find. There's a little bit of a ridge line here they can play out of, but it's going to be pretty painful. GG obviously moved into the compound as FaZe already took the other side. Luke Rocks on the other side does get Code Marcos. Now we see the push coming in. He drives on forward. That's pretty much the tunnel fire down to a solo. It's Chris. Oh, he's still a solo as well. Looking to try and confirm this for a sense. Does get the conversion at the end. It's Chris. 6 first aid. Should find himself in zone. Business will try and hold him out. There goes the zone shift away from the water. BB team. They've not been able to convert QR. QR are pretty much stuck in the trenches. As much as that fun plays looks, it's annoying when it happens to you. Yeah, that's kind of like where I feel about the when I look at the Panzers. I get it, right? It's an argument maybe to stop shotguns. It's an argument potentially to stop when a team stacks up on you. You can be in your You're literally in the corner there, like what we saw. Still wait and see. Ferris getting the knock time, providing the pressure still. Then you're going to convert the kill. Does convert the kill. Plenty of time, actually. Now the Na'Vi reinforcements have arrived. So I said, he's ahead here. You are down, so no, they're going to be in problems. They don't know which side this is going to be. Right, for the nade. Hakatori's going to be in. Nade comes over the top. Hakatori plays peekaboo. Oh, he sees the player at the very end. Oh, he spins. He gets one. Whoa, he gets two. Doesn't quite get the third player. Has to go back for the repeat now. Global Army on the ridgeline. That's Hakatori. Well, he's going to provide the nade. Oh, no. He's dropped the nade. It's going to be him down. All from BB reading the kill feed. Global Army. I don't know if he's going to be able to get much on the way of kills. He can't get, actually does get a conversion. Scrap that. Global Army able to dig deep slightly. Monodocs trying to push forward here. They know they're in pieces. The ridge does provide enough cover. Monodocs still got a full helmet. Taking a bit of damage though on the vest. Not quite here. Here come the nades. Here comes the util. It's Chris going to be sending. Unfortunately, very bad. He gets the knock onto one. Comes to push further forward. Global Army again. Store unable to get right back. He has no helmet. Vest for him. Very difficult for him to play peekaboo. Now, whoever drops the lid. Actually, I'm pretty sure it hasn't got the lid as well. No, so both these guys are really bad. They kind of need nothing to fight BB team. Maybe just stay low here. Try and hold this one out. When a Dialash is going to go. And Dodgers just underneath the eyesight of business. As SnapX snaps himself into a position where he can pick up the guys. Vod. Let's see. The bunny hop does explode. Hangs over the top. T-Bone gets confirmed. Looking for the second. Short of the rock. Something's going to be kill shot here. Here comes the nades. That should be done. That's done another one. The car's going to be the end. Final player now for the business in the compound. So, Land Dodgers just here. Got to be careful. Players with the same logo. Just want to pick different colours for them. This guy's just got a default logos. I'm honest with you. Got to be very, very careful here. Let's pick that one. Anybody's free vest though. Has some shots back. I don't think it's really going to kill off just as quick. I'm kind of more interested in seeing what EB does. Let's tap him up though. He's below. Carnivores on down one. Obviously, VP losing bodies and Lucarux is he's well outside the zone here. Phase number 5. It's going to punish him really bad. He's got FaZe holding him out. I don't think he can really get in from here. I think he's going to have to try and med his way back in it. QM will eventually fall. Land Dodgers, while they reposition, GG having to move out. Now, kind of like what Melman was doing here. He's pushed out towards the blue, stopping sort of FaZe wrapping behind. Got this single ridge that they can play. Wouldn't be too surprised for Melman to come in really late for this and sort of play into the zone if they've got the position. Mortifier is raining down. That's painful. Carnivores will take him bites out of FaZe. Does catch James down. Business get picked in eventually. He'll be potentially looking now for the push forward. It's going to be on the adjacent side. Maybe hear the cars getting ready to roll. Carnivores sees one go. There's a car behind. Second one's going to be there. Actually, does go for the spray. It's going to be a giveaway here. Now Carnivores, well, they picked up James. They're going to try and get out one. Oh, my days. Correxy. Bag 2. Surely the Carnivores aren't going to push this anymore. Car will go. Ibby will be looking to try and roll out from here. Looks like the GG push now is happening. Next end swap does pick up the final player here from Carnivores. Great use of mortar fire. FaZe do pick up 2. Great spray from Corexy. They've got to now send themselves towards zone. Ibby does get caught. That's a long distance shot from the players. Vex without the double X as well spotted in chat. Has to go for a full send forward. Corexy does hold back slightly outside edge. Players will be trying to play peekaboo over the top, and Wasteland. The smokes will be soon dissipating. Lando's, for me, in a really good spot. I'm interested to see what it's Chris will do. Even as a solo player coming out here, you're looking at phase 5. Like, Chris has to have some serious numbers of meds in his back pocket to get away from it. I think they're pretty dangerous. Also, I think anyone from the sort of south side, if Ferris, Boostic move their way in from GG, I think that's going to be very, very, again, telling to see if they do come in from the outside edge. Hands are in comp, 2 OP, straight up no. Kind of agree. I like the Agent of Chaos, guys. I kind of do expect it. Look like to drop now. He's going to go to the zone. He gets a med on. My days, he's going full slow mode in here. How many meds he got? He's got 5. Full panda mode. Maybe for him. When it comes onto blue, he's going to try and find himself out. Phase number 7. So we are in the placement points here, guys, but we're not in the strong placement points. Only one at the moment. We look from teams from top 8. So 8 and 7, well, they get a point each. The VP put another point on the board. But now every single time a team gets eliminated, we are going to be putting another point on the board. Did Ainsley actually see Chris? I think it's Chris. Might have just got away from it. I thought I saw his head in between the cars. He needs to cross himself some more loot. He finds himself in 4 nades, 1 blue zone nade, 1 smoke, and a bicycle to get himself in. Now he's in the middle of the T-Bone is one side. Nades for it's Chris going to be here. T-Bone or T-Bot according to server is going to be there. He comes over. He gets these shots for 1. It's Chris will bag 1. Pixels down to 1 shot. He scrapped that. Gets 2. T-Bone's going to have to clear this one. He gets the shots on him. Chris goes down. The damage has been done already. Players know the kill feed. Looking to maybe move their way forward. Here comes the Molly. Looking for the smokes ahead. Great read from them. Players going to try and annihilate and close off Landowners, which I think arguably were in the strongest position. They can try and get the confirms. Can't quite get one at the moment. T-Bone on the adjacent side. It's going to have to be down towards Ainsley. He's right in the middle. He drops the nade. He runs into the smoke. He runs out the other side. He bags 1. Going to go back for the second. Swings the other way. He scores for a duo. Let's see if he can try and finish it out. Players sending bodies forward. Not really understanding how many were in front. Nade goes forward. And then going to be there. It's going to be round. But the blue zone nade. Well, the blue zone is coming in. He's going to be cautious. It's going to go down. Unfortunately for Land Dodgers. That was a great hold from them. Monodoct. Well, down to a solo player. We'll go for top 4 now. 2 have fallen from the players. GG in a position now where they've kept the bodies up. They're kind of deterred away from FaZe taking their area, took the safety of the compound. Now they're kind of sweeping their way through. GG got a full area. Melman going to try and close this one out. I can't see anything else. Monoduct actually picks for 1. Looking for the second. Also looking for the flash. 5 kills on the board here. Top 4 is a 4 versus 2 versus 2 versus 1. 1 is DBNO on players. Going to give up the point as well towards GG. Monodoc's going for a full send. See where how far he gets. He's actually swinging all the way behind him. This is a huge potential play from him. He's put himself on the ridge. Now, he knows. He's seen him. Might be able to pick out the guys. Gets 1. The second level 3 lid. What's going to keep extends alive. Rocks provides some cover as well. They're going to have the pin right on him. Levante going to post him a mail nade. Comes through. Monodoc here's a nade. He's going to try and back away here. He hasn't got the lid. He actually nearly goes over a car. Full outside. The car's going. He's going down for zone. Doesn't want to give it up. GG versus Na'Vi. 6 kills on the board, though, for Na'Vi, whereas we go for 7 here for Gaming Gladiators. It's technically a 4 versus 2. Position is held, though, from Na'Vi. Can they cross up? Can the new boy Boostic? He's already put 2 kills on the board. Can he ensure and prove why he's been picked up by a potential global partner team? I can't see why Na'Vi wouldn't get global partnership. Some would say about results maybe and their performance. I think they've been pretty consistent. Boostic puts one on the board. Headshot in. No, not just yet. Now, I think for me, Boostic might be able to draw in the bodies his way. GG know they got the numbers. And that was a 4-on-2. Do they know where that second body is? They've got a pin towards where Boostic is. You can kind of see that number 2 pin. Vante is pushed there a little bit higher up. Definitely no pins down where Ferris is at the moment on that mini side of the map. It's a clean 85% for a top 2 OP. Hell no for Panzer in comp. Community had the vote. Continue to move their way forward. They've got time. They're in. Phase number 7. We do have one more phase on the boards before we do go towards a dot. Ferris, though, taking a few shots now. Nade's coming in. He's got to dig down deep. He has been spotted. Boostic actually moves his way around. Seeing 2 heads. The MG ahead. The MG will rip apart anyone. Great nade will come down. GG looking to try and deliver the first. They are going to do it. Helmet flies away from Boostic. Game number 1 underneath our belt is Gaming Gladiators, though. 19-point game. They get the kills. They don't quite get the assist. The damage do go towards them in the end. Good game. Good game. Actually, early hot drops. Rotations were on the way down. We saw bridge camps. We saw gliders. We saw mortar kills. We saw a crazy amount of water, though. But let's take a quick break. I need to reload the game. I need to fix some of the tags for some of these teams. When we come back, though, it is going to be round number 2. More importantly, it is going to be the final wrangle for this evening.
Way too many faces in the crowd, but I think that I see you. One too many days got me changing up the way that I need you. Now we're both at a bar, acting like it's not hard, trying to feel something different.
Welcome back, everyone. More importantly, anyone new in here, never apologise for asking questions. This is a Scrim channel for today anyway. Game number 1 done and dusted, really strong actually. Gaming Gladiators obviously moving their way down. They was able to control that rotation path as they sort of played in. FaZe kind of diverted them from actually where I think they were looking to go. We'll try and cover as many questions as we can. We're on a 10-minute delay due to obviously stopping players looking at the streaming, piecing together information. Best of 6 though for those that are new. Game 1 has been done, and you can keep an eye on the leaderboard by typing !leaderboard into chat at any given time. My name is Mark. Let's get ourselves back into the action now, as we will be looking for game number 2. It's going to be an Erangel one more time. Hopefully we don't get the military. Now I've seen the flight path, so I very much doubt we are going to be getting a military finish this time, but it is stored to play for. Some teams clearly trying a few things, a few hot drops, and it's the early antics of PUBG when it comes down to people and teams trying to fight for the hot drops for that 2025 season. Enough flopping from me. I'll try and answer as many questions as we can. I'll see you guys in a second. Here we go. So match number 2 of the EMEA PUBG Scrims. My name is Mark Power, and welcome in. With a slight delay. So, obviously, as I mentioned before, we're in a 10-minute delay for anyone that is new in here. Early hot drops. Na'Vi team, obviously, this is a dedicated PUBG Na'Vi team. They've done really well. They had young gunners last year as they duked out the 2024 season. Slight change. They did lose one of the young gunners. Diffix is his name for a new player, which is now allowed to be signed due to his 18. His name is Boostic, very mechanically gifted. We talk about it in the brand new PUBG podcast called Game Day Esports. I believe you can type !podcast in chat, he says. Let me just test it. No, you can't. I will get it fixed for you guys by the time that you get around to this anyway. We'll be talking about all things kind of PUBG related. Now with the scrims, I don't tend to cover as much with leaderboard. As I said, you guys can kind of keep up to date when it comes down to all the stats and facts by watching the leaderboard. It's just the best way. These teams and players like to turn it around pretty quickly, so we'll ignore that one. And again, if you're new, obviously the players that have jumped out at the very early, well, they are all of our coaches and analysts as they will descend their way down. Playing path for this one though is a northeast down to a west southwest. As I try and get my words out, it has been a while, and I'm trying to get off the dust for the 2025 season. No hot drop here between Slack and Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale opt to go for a later drop, so they do push towards North George. Slack do get Yaz pretty clean, so hopefully we'll see how they can perform at the end of this game. I do think it's unfair, the Panther. Well, you guys voted as a no. Let's be honest. You guys know best. But it does allow for some interesting plays, should we say? Let's talk about some of the questions here. So, is there any G-coins? No, unfortunately, there are loads of G-coins kicking around we had kicking out last week. So just, again, stay following the channel. We'll try and get that on, plus the drops as well. Overall, GG. No, major changes to GG. They're looking pretty strong. Obviously, they did close out game number 1, so we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's back to scrims evening. Yes, apologies, everyone. Obviously, with the PUBG last LAN and the global stage at the very end of the year, just before Christmas, and then the Christmas break, not really been able to cover. And actually, lucky enough, we have had some amazing PUBG events, community run events already. So we'll try and cover as much as we can. Just keep an eye on that rotation at the moment from QR. How does the rankings work? So the rankings kind of work slightly different. So obviously within the Discord, teams will put in a kind of a rank card or a level. So these teams will be pro down to sort of tier 1, tier 2. And that's really based upon their events, so how they've performed in the last year. Depends on what level they got to, whether it was quarters, semis, finals, whether they got to lands, etc. So if they got to lands and stuff, they're going to be tagged as a pro tier. Now, sometimes obviously teams and players move, and this is pre-season technically for PUBG. We don't really see the season kicking off until kind of end of March, April time, where we start to see the local circuits being run. And obviously, I operate within the EMEA circuit region, so Europe, kind of Middle East. So both Americas and sort of EU will be kicking off around that sort of time. They will be getting qualifications. Then they will get there. If someone do qualify, they will pass their way through towards a LAN. Now, PUBG, if you do qualify to a LAN, you actually qualify to 2. There's a week gap between them. Some like the format, some don't. There's a lot of added pressure. And then for those that are, again, not aware, we have PUBG global partner team. So PUBG have gone, hey, for example, last year, I say PUBG had Navi as one of the global partner teams, so Navi automatically got placement when it came down to a LAN. So they're all of the LANs, they're able to perform, they've done quite well, up and down. But some teams, and obviously LAN Dodgers are actually known as the Foot Esports roster. They're playing under LAN Dodgers because they're a bit of a meme. They dodged as many LANs as they could last year, and that's why they're using the name at the moment. So all contracts and that all being sorted at the moment, so we're waiting. All times to change. Teams have played around. We've seen the fall of Sonics been picked up by Falcons. That's a huge TSM. We spoke about it in Game Day podcast when me and T-Bone kind of put our thoughts down to what we thought was happening this year. It's all speculation. TSM is actually a team we spoke about, and then they decided to let go of their team. Now, kind of tells me, and me and T-Bone spoke about this, is there another org coming back into PUBG to take things over? Potentially. We'll have to wait and see. GG, well, they're going to rotate their way past here. They're going to lose 1-2 as T-Bone will bag 2. AC is going to get that 3rd one. And the LAN Dodgers were so close to a victory, I felt like game number 1. They got a slight backstab. They just annihilate here. GG, down to their final player. As unfortunately for Rox, he has to full retreat back now. Extends, Melman, Levante, all down and out. And LAN Dodgers, well, you can't dodge that rotation. Lots of early picks already from some of these top spots here. LAN Dodgers are sitting by the broken plane. Fairy Tale taking that kind of 2-2 split. Actually, they're going for a 3-1. There's Brightside, who is ES_test. He moves his way towards Saverni. VP do go for a 2-2 split. And actually get gifted with a PUBG drop. As no slack, well, they are very, very wide on their 2-2 slot. I think VP are in a position where, see if they actually got this yet. It's an AWM. I think the VP split is very normal in this kind of position. Same as kind of the players, as they will deter Eternal far away slightly. You have to go up around. They're going to take the compound just above, maybe looking down, or and they might sort of pitch up and play down towards that sort of Saverni area. Completely free at the moment. Navi coming in late on the bottom side here. Exalt go for a wide rotation round towards that sort of northeast side as they're playing past Komeski, north of Staubach, and rotate their way down. Lots of shooting, you can see from some compounds. I think this is more about telltale signs and actually teams playing how well and how they're looking at. Why is my podcast better than the PUBG? Never. Never, mate. I'll get you this song, Wonky. I've just been updating my overlays. I've actually not finished. I need to put the actual replays in. It's something I'm working on at the moment. I'm also working on putting in comments and stuff from you guys. I'll be able to tag comments and put them into the break screen as well. So I'm looking to do something slightly different when it comes down to the break screen. As I said, unfortunately, if anyone's new, we are on a 10-minute delay. So we will ensure, try and keep you guys up to date. Page, couple of shots backwards and forwards here. Scavrismar and Shiny Daz. This is a strong team, guys. This is, at the moment, one of these teams I kind of wrote down earlier, and I kind of found out they were playing together. And for me, definitely one potentially to watch. To see. Obviously, last year we had 2 slots for the EMEA region, based upon obviously our global partner teams and how many slots our region has given for the opportunities of qualifying teams to go towards the LAN. We'll have to wait and see. What does that mean? We don't know the outcome yet of global partner teams, what region. all hearsay. There's no point speculating too much. We do use the hearsay towards the podcast. Akatori places head over the top. Now he's got a bolty. Let's see. Yeah, Messi's going to have a little butchers the other way first. Does appear. Car's not going to help that much. He's got a really, really good ridge line now to play. He's going to be launching a nade. First, going to be able to use this ridge all the way down. If he wants. I like the magic. See the mad on the mini-map? He's kind of repositioning. Game of chess here. As he'll try and stop this. Ferris does see this now. He's to provide the pressure. But more importantly, get onto the other side now. He's exposed because the mad will make the call. Just for a re-peek down. A couple of shots go back towards the other side. Boostic is trying to make the fight head. Here comes the blue zone. This is going to bloom out and cause a lot of damage for the team. So Hakatori actually picks a rotation. Another rotation round the back. So Tonofa losing a second. Flash will come down. Boostic go for a 180 spin to ensure he doesn't get caught here. Actually has come running out. Ferris though using that ridge really well. Does provide Boostic the cover. Has a quick kill confirmed. Na'Vi early on the board here, looking pretty strong. Jump towards the other side here. Lock drifting their way in. Slight, well, a few shots towards Lock, but no damage done. Stauber, interesting hold, especially on this side. Let's be honest. Next time we should like, could you also get the audio? Yeah, can do. So I will do. Or actually, do you know what? Can I do the audio? No, I can't. Can't because it's not my own video. I was asked to go to an event, basically. Oh, that's another big shift. So I can send you the link to the audio so you can actually listen to it. It's for a esports exhibition. Actually, he is traveling. He's currently in Saudi at the moment, where it's not just PUBG, it's all things esports. We get to have a look and was invited there as a speaker and a guest. You show the game? Yeah, I also play. Yeah, lots of not as good as these pros, though. Shots will come through. Very dangerous. The shift that goes toward that north side. QR, well, causes the damage. Having a really tough submission. Everyone's sort of moosey on in now. Exalt are going to be happy that they've got the hold where they can. This is more about denying shots. It's going to be a bit of a bloodbath now in the middle of the highway, so to speak. Everyone's sort of scrabbling towards these cliff faces. Higher up you go, arguably the worse it might get. Phil first, just underway your duty. I look down, there's a lot of more action on the other side. Phil first, maybe potentially looking for the nade over the top. Does he know Laosh is there? Doesn't know just yet. Nade goes down. Great nade. And he will get Jedrox down and confirmed out. I think that's going to be him done. Dusted. Page will go down. Laosh causing that. Laosh is unspotted here. I think he's waiting for these guys to commit over towards the other side. Phil first will get the confirm. Presenti's down to a one shot as well. Laosh, I think, is the danger house. Do they know that he's here? Win or die? You guys are always welcome from your stream, don't worry. Over the top. I feel like Laosh might activate slightly if he sees BB team on the way. Send wider rotation. These people take their game style. They do like playing the edge. Play towards that late game. They want to play in under their control, not full send that we've seen from a few more teams here. And they'll just somehow dodge a lot of the action as they went through towards Stauber. A little bit of a 2-1-1 split. Ain't he, I think, cut loose from the other team. T-Man already providing press. Take that GG down towards 1. 1 aids will come over the top. We'll die down to a 2 as we look back at BB as they are slightly rotating back here. That's Phil first and the doozy leading the charge. Do control out this other side. I think the next zone is, or the next shift is going to be key for these teams. Got level 3 vests here. And has picked up. Got a lot there. So under pressure the other way, unfortunately. And they are making the run forward. Now, the problem is they've got is the smokes. Boy, that might draw on the attention of BB. It has. 16 seconds, 15 before we see that zone and pop. And goes that blue zone. That's really, really good. That's going to be right on the tiptoes of presented. The smoke will provide the cover. He goes back. Oh, there we go. Now we might see them make the push forward. Can get the flush. Usually doesn't. And Leos, unfortunately, cannot move an inch. Can't move an inch. Zone shifts away, comes back down towards the southwest. Descend, rotate the wrong way. Na'Vi just saying they've got to get better way back in. Tunnel Fire the Mad needs to find some sort of new home. QR, they are down in the quantum rounds of a duo. Win or die, Arst or in. BB don't need to really focus on anyone back in towards that centre of zone. They need to maybe focus back the other ways. These teams will rotate on pass. Quantum realm do get initial shots here. It's Chris. Like under a little bit of pressure. He does keep control of this one. Bretko does get a knock as he anchored play. Gets a kill for it as well. So we're saying get the first kill on the board. That might be a complete stop. Exalt looking to try and pick apart these teams rotating. Vard gets caught for one. D-Bone full send forward though. As he will go past lock here. Initial shots come through. That is a full PUBG crash. That is one thing I can tell you, and there's one thing I can't fix, unfortunately, and that is PUBG. But I can get back in, I think. Unfortunately, we do get a crash. I'll let you guys know in chat. Joys of a crash, game 2. I kind of know why it happens. Well, especially when I've been casting a little while. Basically, as you switch part players, because we don't have multiple observers, as we switch part, PUBG just goes, no, and it just completely cream crackers. You can tell it freezes. You see that little freeze we happened beforehand? Does let me answer a few more questions, though. That's the tiers for tonight. Yes, that is the tiers for tonight. So most of these teams will be pro. Some of the teams will be like a slight slower tier because of some of the players that have moved around. But these are all pro tier teams. Let's move that towards the other lobby. Panzer, always quite interesting. Obviously, with the actual full production, thank you for saying, why can I do more? Then the main games is not the case. Actually, when they have more than one observer in there, it makes it a lot easier. So able to kind of produce something better. Hopefully I can get back in. I can. Continues. Let's try and jump back in. Hopefully it doesn't fail. And let's get ourselves back in the game. Any other questions here? Good to see so many names. Thank you very much for obviously getting back in. It's quite difficult. We are back in, so let's get you guys back over there. Game volume is back on, and then we're going to jump back over here. We've missed Descend, it looks like. Win or Die also going down. I need to press a few buttons, and we should be back. There we go. Cool. Fully back. Right, we lost a couple of teams. Eternal Fire Gone was a solo. Looks like a lot of Panzer action already happening, so Fairy Tale seem to be key. Let's down this other side. Descend have moved back here. They're going to go down. Players will do full. Panzer does pick his part them. As we already mentioned, BB team. Fortunately, we'll now try and hold. What phase we're in? Phase 3. Phase 2 to 3. There goes that shift further afield. So apologies, guys. We've got a crash. Just kind of doing what they were doing before. I think nading their way forward. Kind of forcing the door open in here. Just is going to try and hold out his helmet. He's pretty down, but he's taking level 4 damage. Going to try and play peekaboo over the top. They're out the blue, so just needs to get some damage. There goes the helmet for 1. 2 will go down. Best needs to think about how he gets in. Na'Vi, well, Monodox and Best the Lock will piece apart. Na'Vi fighting on the outside edge. Best that's able to have a nice little ridge that he can play into. Adjacent sides, well, let's continue to have a look forward. No slack move in that southeast corner, but they're also trying to fight on these cliff faces. FaZe Clan. Gustav head to head. Roth just announced his new Friendly Fire roster today. Yes, so Michael was there, but obviously Roth leaving and parting ways with Falcons. He owns that Friendly Fire name. So that team has been dropped. They've gone back to being Beer Fellas, I believe. I'll get that confirmed. Actually, Michael has sent me. I can let you guys know in a second. My team is pretty stacked, if I remember right. Friendly Fire looks pretty decent as well this year. I've done the retweet on my Twitter, @MarkPowercasts. FaZe have the better positioning now over these guys. Johnny Daz might need to go down here. Be cautious. Oh, Scav picks up Fex. He's resible. It's a minute. The helmet has gone from Fex. Smoke will provide some cover, at least. Just trying to stop these guys moving in. Stuff. I think he's the key player. As mentioned before, Mixie, you can see him there on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, the 5th player. He just jumped out the plane early, but he's the analyst now for FaZe. So up to go for an analyst, picking up an analyst. Great player as well. So I suppose as an analyst, if they go to events and stuff, then if TL pick up anyone, it will be TSM. I kind of agree with you. Let's go. Kind of agree. There's 1-2. FaZe making the run forward, though. Johnny Daz somehow makes his way through. Has to redraw his attention. Team's getting caught. He's lost all momentum in the car, but gets away with it. We'll go front April. Johnny Daz will done. Emi now on the south side. He's going to try and hold out. I gotta get, if you notice, I gotta get these logos back up, guys, in the corner. So we'll bounce around. Carnivore's picked up 2, making a push forward here. Business down to their final player. Get the conversion. They're on 3. 50 seconds, so gotta be cautious before this blue zone will start to move. Everyone really finds himself on the outside. There's a handful of teams that are in. The helmet has gone. Crexy has been confirmed. So point converted here for Lock. They also have a player down. I feel like Lucarux is also lurking on the outside, thinking about maybe moving his way back in. Comes the mortar, you can hear it. Oh, Locke just being a bit greedy. Lucarux able to produce Fairy Tail. If it's not a Panzer, they're now trying to use any kind of heavy utility they can. Beamy scrambling away from Brightside. Lock, haven't really got the best coverage here. It's going to be Resible. I think there goes the Molly. Goes 1-2. I don't think they kind of know exactly where he is. They haven't fed it through the door. That should be good, actually. Is that good? Oh, it gets caught slightly. 1-2. They do pick him up. Shock's going to have to recall back. EB team looking to also move in towards the other side. FaZe repositioned down to a 2, though. Getting caught slightly on that rotation in. I mean, Troy and ensure they gotta kind of shoot, move forward. I was about to say Nixie is going to hit a worldie. He does, using that bolty. On the other side, Business down to 1 as well. They're taking a few shots. For me, this is looking strong. This is looking like a VP victory. They controlled this south side now. They're kind of working their way around towards that kind of southeast. Fex gets a few shots over. Nixie having a look back his way. Locked down to a solo. FaZe down to a solo. There's the confirmation. Lucarux picks up Fex. So now he will look above, waiting for the peekaboo. As the peekaboo comes up, Shock will hear a whistle of an AWM go past his ear. Business will try and scrabble towards the bottom of the hillside. GG store in. We're in the placement points now. 6 first aid, so he's kind of been left to his own devices. And the result, well, they took that 2-2 split north side really, really well. Zone shifted back towards the west-hand side, and then they hunkered down. They didn't move. They didn't get involved in all the action. So plays over the top, best goes down. Quick kill confirmed. BB team have to now figure out what they do to reposition here. Down to a 3. I think Exalt in a good spot. Also believe that VP are in a good spot as well. BB's down. 10 kills on the board for VP. Someone slap those emojis of VP into chat. Lucarux has the jam pack. You can hear it ticking away. It's a ticking time bomb will soon leave him. Hasn't got the information as Shocks. Hasn't really exposed himself. There goes the nade. Has dealt some damage. That nade's not bad. He's going to produce what he needs. Zone is just back in the favour. I'm going to say VP. Got a little bit of a higher side. And obviously BB and Exalt kind of got that runway down. So expectations are for them to fight each other. 5 teams, 13 players. GG just getting in. You can see him on the map in the bottom corner. Just arriving now at zone. There we go. Ibby says no more. Looks like they've swapped out. It's either that or they've got a double AWM. They have. There's one for Ibby, and Nixie has got the other one. And that is what you need in an end zone. It's a 4 versus 4 versus 3 versus 1. Shock is locked in. As I said before, I kind of feel like Exalt need to take this maybe line away from BB. Looking to try and push in. Slow jacket uses the car, uses a nice shield where possible. They will try and get the conversion after that. Good shot. Apologies, we had a PUBG crash. It's part and parcel of being a solo caster slash producer. Exalt. Nearly punish. Full send here down for rocks. Shock, sorry, as he goes past. He's going to get done by the car. He's gonna have a tumble. No, Beamy converts. He goes down. That's not what you need. Now they can reposition really quickly now. So he's going to have to be on the run back here. They do pick up one. Beamy long distance shots. They're going to fully collapse down. This is exactly what I feel. Slow's actually going to have a look back that way. Modoc and Phil first further afield. Doozy looking to be converted. I got back though, but he's still on the outside edge of zone. There goes the helmet, and there goes the headshot. Mogor will take down Monodoct. It's falling apart slightly here for BB team in a bit of a dangerous sandwich. Still first and underway. Can Mogor do the second damage though for BB team? VP I think going to go for a full clutch in. They are playing down. They've got the numbers. Go back on the adjacent side. Was the headshot down? He hasn't got much in the way of ammo. He's double on fives. But the zone is fully on the outside, full in the way of VP. Expect a lot of people now to go. This is a VP victory. 9 kills from BB team. You take it. I feel like maybe he's gonna. Altix is getting picked up. I feel like Ibby's gonna be my guy on the wide. Lucarux picks up one confirm, another knock. I think that was a whistle past. Pushing forward, Beamy, Lucarux trying to close the deal. It's going down. Final player now for them. It's Mogor. Vest is gone. He's got level 2 helmet, but it's not going to be enough. That's a huge game. 16 kills, 26 points. You can't argue with that. And it's going to be a full sweep. VP. 16 kills, 2k of damage, and 6 assists. I feel like after the PUBG crash, PUBG hashtag esports ready. I love when you guys put that in chat. Look, after that point, we kind of came back. We lost a couple of teams, and some of the solos going in. Obviously, we lost to Sen. That's pretty dangerous, though, on that rotation play. I think they played it well. Zone shifted away. Exalt, though, had that big split. But they had that 2-2, and the zone shifted back towards the west. They didn't actually move. They didn't commit to moving. They held, and they caught teams flooding past them to the east, but they also caught teams flooding back. So not bad kills on the board. Actually, what did they achieve when it came down to kills? 8 kills, not bad. Second place, 8 kills. You kind of will take it. Anyway, let's go to a quick break. When we come back, though, it is going to be time to Rondo. The wildcard maps, as we say, as game number 3 will be underway.
me off of the ground. I close my eyes and I wait for the come down. I used to live in the now. Now I'm wiser to think that we are bulletproof. Teens with thicker skin, now we just bruise. We were hopeless and we're hopeless now. But I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care. And I remember, yeah, I remember. Now, but I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared, yeah. And the sky went dark, we used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care. And I remember, yeah, I
remember 2024. Oh, 2025 is going to be a stacked year for PUBG. Let's be honest. We've got the same circuit. Hopefully we don't have any crazy changes towards the rules, let's be honest. But generally speaking, we've got obviously wildcard maps. We've got changes within teams I mentioned before, especially in the Americas region. Obviously, Sonics is gone. They've gone across the Falcons as a complete team unit. TSM still in the air. I kind of do believe that kind of Team Liquid feels like Team Liquid's returning, I'll be honest. Be interesting to go into that region. What happens within sort of PUBG and EMEA, where the global partners will really be dropping, that's going to be really key to find out where the slots from mine. Because remember, when the global partners get selected, it does mean we are left. And that gives us the opportunity to calculate how many teams will have the opportunity to qualify towards the land. So obviously, it's way before that one. We are still trying to work on getting things sorted when it comes down to scrims, practicing, rotations. Everyone is gearing up towards a stacked year. It is going from March event. This should be an event every single month all the way to the end. Well, let's get things started up though. It's going to be Rondo. It's our first wildcard map. I'll see you in game 3. There we go. It's game number 3. That's the flight path, though. Only a single flight path for this map. So sometimes we get the duo. A few teams will be jumping out early over the wonderful outlay of the map. I do like this map. I know a lot of people are not always a fan, but it is a map which I do like. Flight path, though, coming from the southeast up towards the west. It does favour the south side. Most of the time, the zone and the flight path are linked together at the hip. But this is the one map where I feel like the algorithm slightly gives us a side curveball. And actually, you normally hear me say, well, the zone has to touch the flight path, and that's how it is. It's not always the case in this map. Normally with a double flight path, we see it sort of go in between two. But this time, it has an argument. They kick out towards the northeast, and who cares? The other teams are going to have to get shifting. Slack players pretty close on the drops. They're going to be trying to get those cars here. Pixel turning back, though, as Rondo will extend a little bit further. Navi going towards Test Fact. Obviously, we don't have Twisted Minds in this evening. It's normally Navi and Twisted Minds fighting out for Test Track and Ninox Factory. Drop, though, for the south side. Early drop, though, for Tin Long Garden for the Carnivores. BB will take Hengshang as they will hold out a little bit of a 3-1 split. Doozy does play a little bit forward. Lock, go a bit further afield. As Fairy Tale and Ascend come also south side. Now, the zone has done nice, and it has gone through the actual flight path itself, as we are in that early section. Water is slightly different as well here. There's lots of water you can see on the map that is playable. So again, like other maps that we've got within PUBG, the water has that kind of kickback. It hard shifts away, as we talk about when it comes onto phase 3. Not always the case here. We can see end zone game when it comes down to water. I do expect obviously us to lose the Jaden City piece. We have seen it recently sort of play back towards Jaden City a few times. Never had an end in there. I think it's too far on the outside of the map to get that. It's kind of that campo militaire when we get to military later. It's that the the Miramar, sorry. It's that area which is like, hold on, it's not really an area which we kind of get the end zones play back. It's so far on the outside of the map. I'd like it. Don't get me wrong. A campo militaire end in a Miramar would be outstanding, but so would a Jaden City in Rondo. Agent of Chaos, I am. While we are talking this and having a look on the map, though, we will do a quick refresh of the leaderboard. And for those, again, who haven't got the leaderboard open, you've got a second screen. If you're on Twitch, you can type !Twire or leaderboard or bracket into chat, and that will give you a link towards a website where you're able to follow along. VP obviously storming that second game with huge amounts of kills. It does put him on top spot with 30 points in total. Every kill you get a point underneath your belt. And the placement points, well, they kick in from 8th. 8th and 7th place will get 1 point, and then we will increase that placement point by 1. So obviously, for example, 6 will get 2, etc., up until first place will they bag themselves a whopping 10 points. VP obviously are in top spot, 30 points for them. Gaming Gladiators falling and losing that top spot in second with 22. But Bet Boom, despite unable to convert a win, they've got themselves in the top spot both games. They're also on 22 points as well. A lot of that is to do with a few more kills than Gaming Gladiators, as Gaming Gladiators didn't really get to perform on that last round. But Rock's obviously able to dig deep and produce some placement points. There's our first, second, and third. Now we're not far behind, but it's a slight drop. And obviously, we'll work our way all the way down. But everyone has points on the board now. Rotations will start to make effect as Cav, well, is going to be working his way across the bridge. We might cross paths with Win or Die. Now, normal rule of thumb when it comes down to scrims, you don't really see fighting on the outside. These teams will sort of have a little bit of a mutual respect, and they don't. The reason for it is that, especially when we're close to events, they want to keep 4 alive up in the zone, which is pretty decent. BP did close that out pretty well. As I said before, when he kind of got back from that game, that crash, it felt like they were in control. They had a few more players just to sort of pick apart. I also think if it wasn't for them, maybe FaZe, if they could keep the numbers up. VP working. Looks like to put himself in a really good position as well. A few teams go for a 2-2 split here. Land Dodgers with a 2-2, right in the middle of the zone as well. That'd be a good hold. Carnival's a little bit south of them. They're holding strong compounds as well. Exalt, looks like they're all going one way, but they opt to go for a 2-2 adjacent. But they're very much in that southeast corner, so if it does play back this way, it might come back. Oh, look, how's Lemon doing? What are you doing? You're coming in for the Rado. Welcome into the Russian community. Welcome in. Maybe Lemon's having some technical issues. I'm sure he's going to send me a message as to why he's raiding me. Absolute legend. I haven't really given Lemon a follow. Really good Russian class start for the community. Hi mate, not streaming anymore. Let's ask him the question. I've had some issues. Most teams finding a new home. A few higher grounds here. VP finds a little fire. Crux produces some explosive shots. So sees you back up. Just playing peekaboo around the outside. Does ensure some damage goes on the board. As I said, BB find themselves in placement pretty much most of the time. They want to get another compound. They are going for a slight split themselves. They continue around that sort of south side as they will move up to more the high ground on the south. Again, it's an area which we do see zones play into quite a bit. Tin Long Garden, we actually had an ending just on the outside the other day of Tin Long, so we have to wait and see how that ends up. Block also working their way around that. They, unfortunately for game number 2, I think they fell a little bit short because of, I suppose, VP coming from behind. They had the attention of FaZe in front, who are trying to play that southeast corner a lot quicker than them. They find themselves in a position where they can control the outside edge. More importantly, ensure they can keep a body behind. Sure, a very strong player for them. He's in that electric bus. Super quick. Super quick. A lot of shots still happening in and around the map. This, again, for those that don't know, is all about... it's all about the... making people aware, trying to stop the crash. You see it very much in the competition side of things as well. The P zones are the flashing. People that are sort of working their way in. They've got to be cautious, especially in the cars. If you get caught by that, let's stop them. Now, we have seen, I suppose, a little bit after the game, this map sort of unfolded, some people getting caught in that, especially when it came down to kind of a rotation. Cars come into a complete halt, you're losing the red dots as well. So you need to be cautious. He presented a few options here. He takes a few pop shots just to maybe try and stop a crash, but single shots and no slack. Well, there's no slack for that. They wanted the compound full crash for them. He has to give up his real estate. And Deadrock though has a good look over the top, so at least stops the initial push, initial danger. I think Miramar trying to figure out exactly where, if anywhere else around him, has been taken. And there's that quick code. Marco has picked a quick kill confirm. So Leosh moving down, maybe positioning for more of a south approach. He gets caught as well. Hard for land dodgers. Again, just a bit more of making his presence known. 2-2 splits are very well known, very common, especially for this map. As we try and figure out exactly where you're going to push out. But for now, we shall continue to watch the map and see if we can catch gliders, gliders, gliders. That's what we need. Ascend, it always has a glider. There we go. You can always count on Ascend. They like the kind of scout ahead using the glider. It does produce them a clear path in most of the time. Now, Ascend obviously do like to play the outside. As we'll go for the seat swap now. He's scouting his way forward and double checking there's no one holding him out. Kind of the Ascend way. I don't know what your thoughts are out there in chat, but it hasn't really worked for them 2024. I think they do need to mix it up to a degree this year. April nearly feels the pain as doozy from the Dragunov, causing damage on the split here. 556 in the main, Dragunov on the secondary. We'll try and move his way back. It's very unfortunately hard for me to do music commands for when you guys are watching in a delayed format. FaZe will need to continue to move forward. Zone shift again towards the south. Doesn't go past though. Levante. Let's get the Mads. On the other side, shots will come through. Navi also looking to try and play this way. Needs to be cautious though. Nixie goes down. Oh, did he just shoot his own player? He shot his own player. I thought that wasn't right. It's a quick kill confirm. It looked good, but unfortunately, you would be fuming. You know, mate, I just put 2 down for you, and you come rolling in, you do a little spin, and you put me down. Not more action on the outside. Now we hold a anchor player business though with the glider. So I said, shots back the adjacent way. Has to look forward. The rest of his team has left. This though will divert back towards the action here. Messi needs to make something happen because he got caught. Extends actually on the steal. Maybe far too much to get in that bus. He hasn't got the cover. He does go for the shots across. External fire do go down. Actually coming in from Hakatori. GG. They were rather late. Well, the team's getting caught as that zone shifting back down towards that south. That Tinlon guide. I said we had one recently there. That'll be the case. Now VP might not be keeping those numbers up. Can't imagine VP. I can send you the playlist, guys. If you want the music, send me a DM. I'll send it to you. No problems. Sends move forward. Let's use one. There's a confirm. First point on the board for them. There's have a drop. We'll send over the top, but it won't be this far down. It is actually. It's for send, actually. See it now. This is with the glider rotate their way around and has positioned himself around the other side of Na'Vi. So it has tied himself back up. 1 minute 10 left on the clock before we see the zone retract again. A lot of the pro players have spoken about these gliders and actually how much information they farm from it, because it's kind of turned that sort of bottom side towards the danger. And as a output, you do pick so much information, but also it's not information just for your team. People shooting the gliders are giving up information to a number of other teams. It hits the full explode as he crashes it straight down. I think they do need to work on the, I suppose, the crash animation, should we say? If that was a real plane, it's not going to be the case. What's these teams now? Oh, really? 16 teams from a few. Lost a few numbers as well. Ibby's down to a solo. Win or die just on the outside. The precipice against Na'Vi here. Presenti looking to jump on top of that to play peekaboo. He sees Forrest. Hear the footsteps now, looking to cook the nade. Here comes the nade. He goes on the outside. Oh, he doesn't quite get it out. It actually pings back in. Lucky enough, it pings out the other side. So that's a blessing. Could have been like a bit more of a pinball machine bouncing around that top section. Doesn't quite get it. This time, Boostic on the side. So said on the adjacent side here. The zone shifts again south. I said this. Dylan Garden. Crazy at the moment, guys. Oh, Ferris gets one. Instantly no. So says looking back over the top. Does get the second. There's a kill confirmed, though. Presenti is down. They should really collapse on this one. Get rid of it quite quickly. 30 seconds for phase number 3. They need to think about this next zone. Where they go after. Boostic moves in. Presenti does the right thing. He cuts loose from the team. He's going to be another solo as well, as he'll go for a full send now. Ibby's down the adjacent side. It's all kicking off. Teams have to fall, I suppose. Carnivores feel the wrath for BB team. They've been come rolling straight in. One kill on the board. Make that 4 now. They will close them out. GG Dark Horse are actually good. GG's good. Good if they can keep numbers up. I think that is the telling side. But you could also argue with that with me and go, well, Mark, that's part and parcel of the game. You kind of need to keep numbers. I think GG are a little bit like Ascend, and they can play that kind of late game, like that kind of like they want to just rotate their way in. They're also happy to potentially do Ascend into zone and wait out a little bit later. Will finds himself in Exalt on a split now. No Slack will find themselves also sharing the compound now, so it will retract back here. There is water, don't forget to mention before. Payne's gone full camouflage above. As he goes silent mode also. They do need to be careful. They do have, though, a Quantum Rail coming from behind. Killikai does fall. Here's Chris. Might have to back away from this one. Actually, he's still the car from him. Payne's still on the high ground, just taking a few shots. Be cautious, Quantum Realm. I'll whistle by. We do say goodbye as I go further around. GG Dark Horse, maybe. They have the capabilities of qualifying. I can tell you that. Kind of like, if looking at this region, say my region, definitely my region, the region which I like to cover. For me, I think VP really strong here, but if let's say we run the scenario, we've only got 2 slots again, right? That is going to be deadly again this year. Nado top moment, sees the smoke, knows that there's a knock. Sure, he needs to get that med on. Both nades. Outside Melman just do a throwaway. Oh, he goes 3rd time lucky. Thinks they might have backed away. Let's get that med back on. P90 might come to effect. We're trying to look for getting the nade over the top. Here comes that zone pop again. Business unable to find the business entry into the zone. So now we'll fall on towards FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan need to get Exalt, find themselves in the middle of the zone yet again. Now we've got to get shifting as well. Players on a 2-2 split also need to get in and back towards our team ascend. Rex go well, he sits on the top. I don't think there's much more he can do. He has to be really careful about trying to pick. Now he's been spotted as well. He's going to take the shots few. Now, fortunately for him, he's going to have to wait this zone out. We'll be able to get the animation kill on him. So over that, we gets the reinforcements from the other boys. CCI needs to move in south side pretty clean as well. As we go back towards that northwest corner, Fairy Tail making more of an aggressive stance. Hopefully no Panzers in the back pocket. I feel like Fairy Tail are using the Panzers to their advantage. BB team. Couple of go on. Reliant looking towards the north. April looking back as well. On to look at the try and play in towards the section. Dragon Freddy seems to be favoured here. Face number 4. Well, that's going to sting quite a bit. It's a blue zone now. The full util dump coming down. Doozy right underneath. Does he know that April's here? I don't know if he knows he's here. He's moved out. He's going to get the shots on him. He does catch him. There's one. On two. Oh, he goes down. Goes down. Good nade over the top. Now comes the pressure here. BB team, they're great at applying pressure. There goes the second. Got time. They want to get a doozy out. They've got to get another knock though. Final player though, Reliant is here as well. Has to lay down. Flash goes to the top. And they kind of, I think, hits the player in the front, in the back of their head of Monodoct. Best looking to try and get this. Reliant wraps his way around. Seems he can try and pick apart 3 versus 1 at the moment. But Doozy is down. DBNO seems to be back up. Has to come back over the top. He gets 1. He swings for 2. Doesn't quite get it. Fairy Tail will fall in 13th place. Actually, scrub that. He gets the second in. The third party, though. GG will get a DZ down. GG going to reposition. Extends right underneath here. But Hakatori sees the head dive. Extends. Backs away slightly though. Boostic looking to drive forward. 7 kills for Na'Vi. They like a wild card map here. He's got nades. Maybe he knows where to launch him. He's going to take his car back. He's got the high ground. He's been called back. But boom. Going to get some of the numbers up. I've been called phase number 4. Well, that's going to be pretty punishing for these guys. Goes to zone. Phil first and best. Final 2 now for them. From GG just holding the outside. They've got to get in the cars and go for a full send. It is a bit of a blind send for the guys. Just said GG and Na'Vi here. Melman picked a fight here with Soset. He's behind that rock. Phil first. Going to move his way around. Soset needs to ensure doesn't get caught out here. GG's push coming through. Extending his way over to try and get the angle. Exposed Soset into the back. Great movement from him. Free fire comes over the top. Nade's gone a bit too far. Looking to try and pinpoint accurate that one. That's a good nade. Great nade. Explodes right in the face of Soset. Na'Vi might want to try and either give the ridge up. I suppose they can't now. They've let BB in behind them. They've now got to reposition. Here comes Melman. Full send forward though. Shots come over the top here from Boosted. Doesn't quite get the connection. Rocks next on the agenda though. Gets a little skimmer of hope. Oh, down to a 1 shot. Oh no, but it's Chris is here. Forcing Boosted to take the dirt as he now has to lay down. Haynes picks up Boosted, so finds the last. Couple of shots though. This game get SLI. I stream in. Actually, I don't stream in Ultra anymore. This is on high. I was playing about with the settings the other day actually. Sure is a bit further down. Phase in, present he's still alive. Have a quick look at the map now. QR need to work their way in. Obviously, they gave up the fight here from Ascent. Haynes could pick up Chris and move him in. Sure is obviously backed away. Na'Vi on the other hand, I think they know they haven't got the higher ground advantage. Do they know that they've got a snake in the grass? They'll be working their way down. I feel like if you were Bestia, so you got 14 first aids, like 8 kills from BB. Yet again, another insane game. Na'Vi play further afield, but I can't see them going further than this, guys. I think they're going to stay on the ridge, just a little bit ahead here. If he's going to take some shots, it will be just kind of a couple of shots down. Now, Gustav does get Hakatori. Snowlock knows who's in front of him. It's a couple of steps and then a med. A couple of steps and then a med. The tree will provide the cover. So you get the knock there. It's that close, right? He can only get like 1 maybe shot away, and then he gets caught. Exalt find themselves in. Let's go quickly tune in with Presenti. Hopefully I get this right. Slowly gets just off, down. No changes for Team Fex. I know there's been a few... let's go for one. Up between these two. See? Goes down to a one-shot as well. Presenti down to a 2. They're trying to drop the nade out. It's going to be an underarm. It's going to cause damage, but already moved. Oh, Fex nearly runs into that one. Nade goes in. Presenti under pressure. Door will go. Gets caught up in the Art Deco design of the inside. This is Store here. He's still on the outside edge though, but he needs to try and come to it. Store does get Corexy. His third party action. This is favouring Presenti. You can hear the movement underneath. He doesn't know exactly where they are. Great shots though as he goes on top of Gustav. Flash will go over. He can do the same. Shotgun in hand. Sure he doesn't catch it. On the inside. Oh, he plays peekaboo. Face full of shotgun. Presenti puts down 2. Slowy, well, he's going to get Corexy. Now they're going to be focusing here. Arctic Store holes on the outside, so in towards his south side. No helmet here for Scavs. No slack. Got have to move in. Page is down. The shots will come through. Just the outside axe. Mogul causes some damage to Scav, but doesn't quite get the headshots. That's why he doesn't get the knock. Ace. Now that packs a punch. Nade over the top. Exactly where it needs to go. Dynamon has to back away. Or does get Rustamar down, but he is resible here. But 20 seconds to go. 9th place, unfortunately, Bet Boom does get the damage when it comes to the kills. Can we put more points on the board for the guys? And Arctic, well, moves out. Rustamar was resible, not anymore. He's going to hold the outside edge. Players need to work their way down. Scav moving his way in, but as I said, he's got no helmets. He needs to be cautious as players will go for a full send, potentially in towards zone. No, not all of them. He goes down to Daz, looking for the shots on the other side. Navi to fall in 8th place. They get placement points. Spray goes into the smoke. Trader has got enough potentially on it. When's Gibson? Gibson might be doing the SA community stuff. It does go down. Exalt looking good at the moment, guys. You asked for a dark horse. Maybe in the scrim, it might be this one. Exalt gets 1 confirmed on the board. His final legs, but he's in the middle zone. GG in a good spot as well. Up to 2. As I said, Pixel's first kill. Deployable cover. That's pretty close. It's going to take a bit of punishment here. A nade over the top, actually on the right side of that metal column. Holding that container might pick him. So has to recall himself back. Goes for a re-pick. Arctic does eventually cause the damage. Land Dodgers will take 6th place here. Those that have just jumped in, Land Dodgers on the Foot Esports team. Chris moving his way forward here. Prime Ascend obviously coming quite late. And then he goes over the top though. A bit too far. And goes to deployable cover. Unnamed. Screams out as a PUBG as a player trial. Do you see it this time of year, guys? The cover is going to roll its way down. Hopefully, it's not actually a bad little cover peak that he's got. It's inside zone. Zen needs to rethink about how they're going to move their way in. Presenti trying to take apart our GG. Down to a 1 versus 1. Good nade, though. Puts Rocks down to a 1. Looking for anything he can. Explosive action. Eventually, does get the damage. Slowy will go for Pains with the links. And we go for our top 4. It's a 4 versus 3 versus 3 versus 1. And if Pains can get up here, the push is coming around the right way. Chris can't peek. He has to wait for them now to sort of peek over the top for him. They lose the zone. Both of these teams have. Presenti's on the outside and Exalt looking strong to try and finish this round. They haven't got the numbers. As Pixel. Oh, from our Dodgers. Oh, no. He's got one. He's pinned it on the right side. I thought it was mistimed. When it came down to the energy drink. No helmet for Pains. 5 kills here for Team Ascend. Full hold. This might just be a cover. It's going for a flash. You can hear more deployable cover. Hasn't got the heavy U-tilt. Get out, but let's go looking his way towards zone. This might be just a Pains hold now and work his way in on zone. He's been left the cast. We can maybe go for a full send down if he wants to. Brex on the adjacent side, obviously looking to try and take the fight. Presenti hasn't got a vest. He does have a helmet intact. I don't think he knows that he's got a player right next to him. Brex going to play peekaboo, and that will be the end of him. Paynes retracts his way down. Players need, despite having the numbers, they've got to work their way up on the high ground. They're keeping an eye just to ensure. I'm sure they pretty much have clocked the car roll down from Paynes. Ridgeline in the favour of Exalt. There goes the smoke, but it's going to try and look back the adjacent way. Keep you in hand. Who knows? It's a big punch, but not as big as it comes when it comes down to the links. 2 more shots remaining. Plenty of bodies remaining on the battlegrounds. Just to ensure maybe you can find a few more kills. Players having the numbers, they just haven't got the cover. They've got to find their way in. Full send down. And him on has been spotted. Looking for that perfect shot. Doesn't. One more in the chamber for Sloy. They've got Famous and they've got a Lynx. Really? Exalt holding the compounds down and being rewarded. Gift from the PUBG gods. 3 teams now remain. It's a 3 versus 3 versus 2. I'll try and provide some smoke. All teams are in. Even Payne still remains in. Players taking that ridgeline away from Exalt. What does Exalt do here? Do they got a tiny bit of ridge, or they have to take the aggressive action towards one of the adjacent teams? I feel like players might be the better call, but they're going to be fortified in potentially a lot quicker. They push round to sort of ascend here, Exalt. They'll be exposed from the same ridgeline they just produced so much damage from. Unless they can get round to this ridge here. Paynes redeploying the shield, watching the wrap around the other side. So he's got the camouflage ghillie. Gives him an extra 2 HP buff, we hope. But he needs to make something magic happen here. Mogul round the outside, level 3 vest as well. Trying to have a little jump shot. Does eventually see where. You can see they've pinned him, but he hasn't got the ping kind of right. He's attacking away one at a time. See that line on the map? That's where they know players have moved into. Every one of these teams now have a position. Phase number 8. We are going to go to the wire here. This is going to be a bit of a bloodbath. I said it's 3 versus 3 versus 2. Unfortunately for Ascend, they are the closest to the outsides, as they're going to have to get moving. But there's not much in it, really. Exalt might be looking to try and take the game all the way now. So they're going to try and play over the top here. They haven't really got the heavy util. Mogul having a look forward, though. Can't quite see the heads. You can see that Arctic's though right behind now. He's got a molly in his back pocket. He's going to look to launch it already. It's not going to kind of get the damage that he wants. Sloy a little bit higher up. Won't take long, though, for Ascend. If they start realising the gunfire will happen, Sloy's got to look back, watch the push from the other guys. Ascend still on hold. About 7 seconds to go. The re-smokes will work their way down. How much they go? Well, Arctic is going to try and move his way around. Outside edge play. That's going to cause the damage. Now comes the dot into the middle. There's a little drop in the hill. The guys to play over. No heavy util. Mogul has to reposition. Try and deal with Ascend. So it's kind of a 2-on-1 one side. You know, running down the clock. Watching for the players. They're actually backed away, I think. Any news about Diffix's new team? I have some rumours. It's actually on the agenda to talk on Wednesday with T-Bone. He also has some rumours. I think we're kind of piecing together the EMEA puzzle. I'm going to tell you this. I don't think Diffix is going to be going without this year. I can tell you that. That's a great molly. That's a great molly. That should be able to end that one. It's going to put it to a 3 versus 2. Arctic needs to get here go. Brexico and Paynes skimmering the way forward. Actually gets across. Paynes comes in from behind. He should be able to get the shots though. Does get the shots on. Provides the pressure though. Plays for the re-pig. Goes for one. Pre-fires the second. Does go. Exalt falling apart here at the end. 2 remain. Ascend looking to drive forward here. Anybody's down. Arctic does able to keep up to a 1. He's driving forward. Moss is the final player now for the players. They had the numbers at the end. Unable to convert. Here comes the push. Go for the shotgun. Has ducked in now. He's got 2 HP. That's going to be him done on the zone. Now they have to draw their attention. 2 versus 2 at the end. Final player is Mogul. He's out in the open. Pre-fire comes through. Ascend looking to bag it on the final section. Payne's running his way around. Here comes a flash over the top. He's run out of ammo. He's not going to reload in time. He goes down to the dirt. And it's the dirt. He goes out. Ascend hold up to the end. And do you know what? For a cool, calm, and collective, they bag the kills. Exalt get the damage. I think Exalt going to be disappointed. They didn't convert at the very, very end, but a good game. A good game. Very different styles of play. Players were trying to move up towards that hillside, taking that fight with Ascend. Ascend more on the defensive side. They kind of had the hillside and had the attention drawn on top of them. Exalt, full control of that compound. 2-2 split. They collapsed their way down. At that point, there for me, they were the team that was going to get the win. They were the team that was going to try and close that one out. Exalt obviously shimmy their way through. They play the outside edges of blue really well, and they control the areas really, really well. Players, despite losing Ascend on the other side of the hill, they had to kind of rethink how they move in. I think they wanted to take the fight with Ascend and go up and over the hill to that side, but they couldn't. So they had to rethink about how they go. Full send into the bunker, and they actually held up for a period of time. I think they'd be disappointed. They had the numbers. They could have converted. I think they had to apply pressure a little bit more onto Exalt in those end zone scenarios, but I think they had the information of where they were. So they might have been falling into a trap. Ascend, though, on the other side, they just chilled out. They just went, hey, do you know what? Let's just wait this one out. The 2 Clash of the Clans will happen. And then as a result, we will be able to close this one out. And they did. Winner, chicken dinner goes to Ascend. It's a 19-point game. And it's good to see Ascend on top. Let's take a break, though. When we come back, though, it is going to be another wildcard map as it is time to Taego. I'll see you guys in a few.
Into the night, the city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light. We're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak.
Here we go. It's time to Taego. We do get a not a bad flight path as it comes in kind of from this west all the way across to the east. Do you know what? I like Taego. I think all these players are getting used to how it's going to unfold at the end of it. We have a few heavy zone shifts. We have a lot of unplayable sometimes, but generally speaking, a map that is well rehearsed. Still feel like we get a lot of teams caught on those rotation paths, but more and more controlled compared to the Rondo. Have a quick look back at the map, and we can have a quick talk about the leaderboard. It feels like we're back in the swing. We're actually starting games quick, less than 5 minutes, which is really, really good. Ascendo with the wins and the control, they do find themselves now on the top spot, 32 points, but also drawn up with VP, who are on 32 points, with VP going down slightly earlier. They are short of a placement point, so Ascend do sit on first. 7 placement points, or 7 positions, 7 spots, 7 opportunities as they do conquer top of the leaderboard. Ascend in first, VP in second, Gleaming Gladiators are holding out in third place. No money, just for scrims, just for fun. These teams will now practice that 25 seasons, 24 seasons done. All the same rotation paths, the same names and the same teams. A few additional ads. As we mentioned again, for those that have missed it, Mixie has joined FaZe as the analyst. But we'll have to wait and see how that helps. FaZe as a whole is the same. Sloan is exposed. It's gone late up towards the northeast corner, so it is holding down a very little bit of that river, all the way up towards Shipyard. We know that river does like to retract a lot of the zone, especially on the harder shifts, but you've got to remember that river also runs down towards kind of where Scav, actually south of where Scav is as well. Now, some of that area is playable. You can run across it, you can drive across it, no problem, but it also is a factor when it comes down to the zone. It likes to play that way. Land Dodgers, they jumped out, got the cars. They're now moving to Yongchung, which is the Footy Sport Way. BP with the biggest split. Navi, obviously, with Terminal. Fairy Tale, not too far. There's no Twisted Mind, so take that late east section. They'll be okay and be happy here. Buxan taken by FaZe Clan. They need to try and move their way in. Let's not forget about the new additional breach at the top by Brickyard Shipyard. I can't get my words out today. I'm slacking today, people. Don't be too surprised to maybe see teams over like LD, Land Dodgers, maybe move their way up to that and then hold that area and maybe try and play a little bit after. Expecting that teams might go for a wider wrap, expecting more teams maybe in that southwest corner. You named, it's in a position, or unnamed, it's in that position where that sort of pinnacle point is very, very dangerous. It's Pixel already in. He is. Look at him. He's already scouting. What a little cheeky chappy. He's off. He's scouting. He's going to be able to find information. We can see exactly where the guys are. And there you go. He's pinged 1, pinged 2. Knows already 2 danger. This is what I was talking about before. The gliders for me are just so crucial. People naturally shoot at them, but naturally give away the positioning. Game number 4. Welcome in there. Obviously, there's loads of follows, loads of questions. Keep the questions coming. We'll try and answer as many as you can. The admin team, the mod, the community of PUBG esports is insane. As I said, we are in a scrim section, so we are looking to get ready for this year, the 2025 year. Still more changes. I think there'll be more changes after the kind of global partner teams are announced, and we will have a better understanding how many teams have the capabilities of qualifying for the main stage for PUBG. And getting themselves towards the PGSs and hopefully bagging the points to get forward to the PUBG Global Championships at the end of the year, which is just before Christmas. Loads in the way. Literally, from next month, it is PUBG, PUBG, PUBG. So we've only got a month, really, to watch these scrims, watch how these teams perform. And they're moving their way over as well. This Payne's giving up this area he is. Goes for a full send. Pixel does go towards Shipyard, so I wouldn't expect anyone to push forward just yet. Actually saying that though, look at that, ain't seeing the guys. Oh, they're going for a full send over. Well, they might have turned. I actually thought they might have gone for a Shipyard. Did they try and take this area? Did they try and hold? There's no pings on the map. So they are pushing a little bit further down. The high ground obviously does have the drop, so T-Bone might be leading the charge to get the gear in the back pocket. Oh, you moving? They got 2-2 Gaming Gladiators also maybe going for this shipyard rotation. We know Gaming Gladiators like to sit on the outside. Didn't even know he had 3 in the clip. No, he didn't. He didn't. So tunnel vision. That's like hashtag me player most of the time. I'm killing people. Oh, I've got no ammo left. Ditto. Still do it, to be fair. I'm looking to maybe move their way over. I'm quite surprised that Pixel's gone really, really high here, and then the other teams haven't followed suit. Game Gladiators, we know, like a little bit like Ascend, will be happy to sit on the outside. I wonder if Pixel has parked his vehicle in an area. He can, anyways. Can he take off? That'd be difficult. That'd be too short. That's potential. Does it fit through there? Oh, let's wait and see. Game Gladiators have no idea he's there at the moment. Navi have lost 1. And Fairy Tales, what they collapse on the compound. Just keep an eye on this sort of pinnacle. Lockhart there. We will know if the zone shifts up towards that north side. It's going to be quite dangerous. Kind of got 3 islands sort of will ensue after. So he's now going to try and get airborne. I don't know. He actually had the brakes. He knows he can't run it. Game Gladiators, are they looking back this way? They are. They've heard the glider. Oh, he's going to go for the jump, isn't he? That's not going through that Pixel. Oh, he's got off just in time. Pixel's away. What a legend. Gaming Gladiators have seen him. They've definitely heard him now. Yes, if we go towards where Lock are, got 3 kind of islands, and it kind of descends down to where and who gets there first. Sure, pick up 5, quick kill confirm here. BP down the same line. They don't know exactly who's here. I wonder if they know if T-Bone is lurking. Well, they're going to know now. Here goes the smoke. Nixie will not miss an opportunity just to launch and nade toward the smoke if he can. There's one short. Crux is there. T-Bone now has to try and deal with a fight here. Nick's a little bit further afield. He has been spotted now. Back into the smoke he goes. And obviously with a third party action. T-Bone's put the smoke so he can try and take a fight where he can. But the hillside is just too much. That's really good nades. Right at his tippy toes. There goes one. He's going to try and get the bandage on. He hasn't got a full med kit now. T-Bone, he kind of needs Ainsley and maybe more so Pixel to come and do the damage. Nade over the top here. It does do huge amounts of damage. They're looking to close the gap. T-Bone. Oh, Ainsley does get Lucrux. T-Bone is down. But look at this. Lock is moving their way around. Pixel, death from above. Let's see what he can try and achieve here. He's going for the seat swap. He hasn't even got the graphic of the gun in yet. He's looking for that confirmed. Talk about hitting shots. I can't, mate. You're special to go. Jump out. Parachute. Mayday. Get to the ground. Spin and shoot. Oh, no. Be me. No tricks like that, Pixel, for me. Ainsley puts him down to a 1. He comes off the res on Lucrux, but he goes down. Ainsley can't move either because Lock are running down the other side. 1 minute 25 left. I love it. Lando just trying to be creative. Ainsley's going to try and go for a full send here. So he's trying to reposition, knowing that Lock are moving down. He'll be holding the anchor. There go the drops down south. Maybe telling that zone is playing back that way. Ainsley has parked the car well. Looking for the drop when it comes under the pass. It doesn't quite get the head where it needs. Ainsley picks up 1. Lucrux for 2. Down to Ibby. He's got no cover. Ainsley needs to go for the reload. The car's not helping. He plays dodge, duck, and dive. He now gives him the opportunity to get behind. Ibby through the middle. 17 left in chamber. Makes the play round. Doesn't quite get the connection. 11 remains. He goes out to 4 shots. He clears it with a headshot. Ainsley puts 3 on the board. Well controlled. Discipline. Unfortunately for Ibby, didn't have to cover. Lucky enough, he actually got to cover. But it was not going to be the case. Ainsley deleted 2. Wait for the zone now to shift. Jeez Louise. He pick up by Exalt in that southeast corner. It's going to allow them to e-rotate their way in. Business Store holding that sort of northwest corner. If it does play up to that pinnacle, guys, if it plays back northwest here, Business might be okay for another zone. Players have gone for a 2-2 split on either side of the river, sort of west to east. That's not a bad play. Ascend obviously looking to get themselves a little bit closer as Fairy Tale They might go underneath the bridge. It does go heavy, heavy northeast. That kind of ticks off that box of, do you know what? It's not where we are. Actually, really interesting. Are we going to see the Exalt guys? This E-pickup is very much on the sort of south side. So have they not got the cars? Maybe go high and get yourself over to... There's a solo car here. They're going to get in, but they're going to be on the south side. They must be looking at this zone and go, this is not great for us. Here comes the rotates through, though. Na'Vi have lost 2 already. So Said and Boostic seem to be 2 remaining players for them. It's been the case a few times over. Scout through. He's there. Do go this way. Then praying for it to come back towards the sort of southwest corner. Ensuring these cars are not stopping anywhere close. Lock on the other side. Players on a 2-2 split. Now this is really good though for players if they can make it happen. They might have Lock in a bit of a trap here. They've got to make the calls now. Anybody's making the play back, they could potentially come down. Hero goes down. Quick kill, confirm, and they split. If the guys stop, they still have bodies on the other side. They are chasing their way over now. Looking to try and take the fight. Now they go down. Carnivores will finish them off. FaZe ducking into cover as well. As Q up, rotate their way around. Can't say. We can't say it. I'm not allowed to say it. It is a... We do only play in the event service when it comes down to the pro scrims. And we sort of bounce between event A and event B. Gives you an idea. They're a little bit behind when it comes down to the updates. Slightly. Making us come back, but... Fairy Tail have not quite had the Fairy Tail ending they need. I think James might be going for the crash here. Is he going for the crash or is he going by? Drives by. He takes a few shots on. I think that might be enough to draw the attention. As the boys are here. BB find himself now with FaZe as neighbours. Do the coaches jump out in the water? Yes, they do, mate. They do. So that means that they can obviously watch the teams. Otherwise, they're being kind of my slot and they see all teams. Is he a good shot? So come through. For the flash, though, James does pop out. For the pre-fire on the other side. Doesn't quite get the connection that he needed. Claps their way in. He sees him. Got to snake their way over. Jumps out. Oh my god. Gets Gustav. Comes into the danger. Chasing down. Goes away around the outside. Looking for the second, though. Actually causes the damage. And actually, the effects comes rolling in. He gets 1 and 2. Down to the final player. And able to, with the K2, end it. Gustav is going to be there. No Twisted Minds. No, not yet. No. Still waiting. When they will return. I think Twisted Minds will mostly wait for the global partner team just to be announced. I've not heard any rumours or changes to the TM space. It's going to play back towards that river, isn't it? Surely is. It has to give it up, though. Let's play back towards that spot. Well, I say river. Maybe the ocean side, should we say. Holds on. Business will take that top spot. This is not... Well, they're going to push in. They've actually got loads of room. A lot of teams obviously situated more towards the river. And arguably, that is where. How far we are on it? We are on A. You know. Right, for those that don't know, there is event servers for PUBG. There's there's a lot of things like APIs, but I don't have them, guys. Hopefully we can start looking at things when it comes down to live queue But this is just a scrim at the moment, as it's PUBG EU Pro Scrims. There is TGO who's covering lobby number 1, which on the live service, which is the main game that everyone plays. So you can obviously go check him out as well. Make sure I try and get a link out in chat for you guys. This might be right. Quick go. This is an unknown. I've had one here, but I think it's a little bit more south here. Holding on to a lot of water. Business don't need to move just yet, but we do have neighbours. And that is a long distance. I won't see Code Marco as he's gone aqua. Be Resable. Gonna be reliant on Code Marco now. New bridge, no, under full effect. Mogul does actually cause them the damage. Just gonna allow Code Marco in. I expect Code Marco to maybe go underneath and out the other side. Play the north side. Have to wait and see. Most of the teams now working away. And QR right in a bad spot here. So Shiny does, trying to get some angles on as well. Arctic does get right. So they can hear the gun. They can hear and see the kill feed. He gets Leosh. I think this one's kicking off just yet. That's on the other side. Leosh is down. Schengen sees phase. Full rotation in. These guys a little bit further afield. I can't see him taking a fight. They've res. Now we see the push. They didn't get Snap X. Oh, great little peek for that one. That's for second. Business trying to produce the business here. Exalt will be looking to try and maybe take the third party, but they can't. I think he knows he's got a body. The Mad has jumped over. Oh, he's got such a blessing. Surely the Mad's going to get a free shot at some point. Put himself behind cover. And now see him get the spray. Doesn't quite get the connection down to a one shot himself. Empty left in the chamber. He hasn't got the helmet. Needs to be cautious though. He's taking shots from the other guys though. He has to wiggle his way over. Final player now. Finds himself in cover, and the business go to town in the shipyard. Eternal Fire get caught on that late rotation, that bridge we spoke about so much earlier. Mark, any ideas when official tournaments are sticking to op.gg or getting back to using Twitter? I don't know, mate. Honestly, I don't know. Obviously, op.gg I think is going to be the way forward. I love that the sneak attack player has brought Twitter. I'd love to see them get back in. There's another amazing site. Oh, talk about players. That is called ewave.gg. I'll be trying to use a combination between Twitter and ewave, especially for anything that I'm doing. He's going to the top, trying to stop any kind of push here. They are stacking up. Sendo in a bad spot. That's going to confirm Pains. It's going to get Killy Car as well. It does. Brexco and its career's going to fall apart. Has to run now. This is madness, unfortunately. QM, or QR, sorry. QM. That's our question mark. Jeez Louise. That's BB now, Mark. Jeez. Rotation around. Grab on me. Go for one. Cautious though, because they do have third party action coming. Not unable to control their side. Exalt. Yet again, find themselves in a position maybe to try and take a drive in seat forward. Overall, try and take business to ensure they can maybe take the fight here on the other side. Slory's right underneath. CCI. Great shots. Going to launch a nade forward. He's going to try and back away. Does get away in time. Good play from him. No Stark finds himself in the middle. FaZe trying to work their way through. Really horrible terrain. Carnivore as well. They're kind of hunting in the jungle. He goes out. Oh, he gets him as well. I should have followed it. Alpha tier lays an alpha nade. I think he actually knows exactly where it went. He's sent out a blue zone. Should get one. Actually, you know what? I think he's just short on both as well, actually. Alpha tier moves in. Yes. They confirm on the board. Teams. Actually knock. No, because there comes the res. Teams actually was going further afield. Alpha tier moving their way around. They do get the P90 kill. They are pincering their way in now. FaZe in a really bad spot. It's down to 2. Actually scrapped that down to 1 now. Pricks the outside edge. One more. Man, here comes the boost. You don't know where he is. I think when the smoke dissipates, it's going to remain with 1 rock. He's got more meds now. X crawled his way close enough to Crix. Doesn't need to really face in another direction. So, well, time's now. Phase number 5. Win or die are in. GG in a good position as well. No Slack in a really great position. FaZe trying to work in, but it's been difficult for FaZe. 6 kills. Good amount of kills for the guys. Ainsley still got it. Did Ainsley ever lose it? Come on, people. Jeez Louise. You know, I'm backing away, but they are not dropping the ball. Crexy, he's going to have to try and figure out what he wants to do here. This is the issue. Ainsley's still alive, peeps. He's still working his way in. He's going to come in front of the third party. Business getting knocked. Now, that should be an opening now for the rest of the guys, but they've got to get shifting. They've got the cars. They've got one. There might be a need to go for a full crash here. They want to stand a chance to move in. Schengen. Good player. Such a strong player. Knows the crash is coming his way. He's just going to go underneath. That's great. Nade goes on the outside. Nade will go yet again back out. That's going to play bounce. Doesn't actually pick up some damage, but actually done from GG. He goes over the top. That's a rainbow and a half. Going to roll down. Actually does get him the kill. Nade will come in. You dead 8-1-2. Does pick up Schengen, who was in here. Here comes the secondary car from the business. Got a seat swap to the correct side. They have. Now they're going to enter the door. There goes the secondary down. Now I'm going to make them food. Presenti, launch a nade right into danger. There's a quick confirm as the information will be getting gained here, but they've got to push forward. Two are on a one shot. And one-eyed king needs to make one-eyed dream here. They leave it too long. GG will position to try and take both these teams out. Nades come in. Win or die will go down. Snap to finish up. GG have played one way. Ainsley now finds himself chasing his way down, but he finds himself in the way. He finds a placement point. That's from an early fight. Actually still here as well. Did they second guess? They're still looking back. They have no idea. Was he there? Was he not there? 7 teams. Placement point underway. No slack. No kills. All area control. They took this area especially earlier on, but obviously the zone shift back down their way. They've not really been contended. A lot more action has been on the sort of west. A lot more action happening on the south as these teams rotate backwards and forwards, praying that it's going to play back towards the other side. Don't forget as well, guys, you can obviously follow on the leaderboards anytime by typing !leaderboard into chat. And more importantly, don't forget to follow our PUBG podcast channel. Brand new. We've done a pilot scheme last month. We got the first episode where me and T-Bone kind of month by month throw down what we think about PUBG and what's changing, what's new, what's our thoughts, feelings. Obviously, then it will go all the way through to things like events. We'll look at scrims. We'll look at players. We might start even picking player of the month or player to watch. And we spoke about Boostic last time, and we expected him to move to Navi. And obviously, the rumours that Diffix have posted online that he's removed from PUBG EU and was looking for a team. And you got to look around the community and go, well, who are they going to pick? I also still here, and I do question whether Navi are settled. Do they make one more change? Question is, who? Page gets a knock. Quick kill confirmed. That's the first point on the board for them, excluding the placement points. Business on the rotation round. GG have rotated their way back towards the compound to reposition their cars and move in for the late game here. Looks like I've got the full control. I need to be cautious though. Page and Rustamar need to be careful. Levante levitates his way up towards the top. Business full rotation their way around, but they're going towards QR here. Looks like wrong timing here. Get turned around the other way. They have. This is bad timing. Carnival's pushed forward one side. Business park the cars the other. Might be able to find Crexy gets Alpha tier, so a bit of just desserts for his team. Here comes the P90. Sudders might not even see the guys. We've got the X-ray on. They do get the res. Let's just drop some of these logos so we can see exactly where. He's going for the res himself. Now QR have got the res quicker. They're laying low. And here comes the push. This business will fall. And no slack. Well, they needed some points on the board. Page will be screaming that he's got. Yeah, you can hear. See, you see that ping there from Page? He knows there's players there. You can hear the sound cues. He's now heard. You can see that he's pinging around this side. He knows there's a player wrapping round. Really good sound comms from there. Does pick up one, but he gets caught on the initial ping he done. Then we go for our top 4. Which is going to be 4 versus 3 versus 2 versus 1. Element posting that. Mail. Rustamar repositions. He should peek over the top. Level 1 helmet for Melman. That's not going to hold out. Rustamar sees Levant. Oh, extend, sorry. It's on the other side. FaZe Correxy. 9 kills here from FaZe. The demon from the blue. He's got 51 over 2 here. He needs maybe a few more 7s if he keeps trying to tap in that. It's not going to work out for him. The numbers, though, are happening. Now, obviously, from 0 kills instantly across towards a 5. Not a bad game, but Gaming Gladiators, yet again, have found themselves in towards the top action here. He's number 6, game number 4. We have 6 games, though, today. This is the last wild card as time to Taego is coming to an end. FaZe driving with kills. See if Crexy can find that anymore. I don't think he's got as much information as he would like. No pins on the board. He now has got information. Has tucked himself back into cover, looking to find himself a new home. Going to maybe go for the hardcover page. As working his way around. I wonder if they picked up that he's here. Guns are looking this way. But not all guns. We'll be waiting for Mr. Marta. Pop what he can. Comes down to a med. Number 10, potentially going to be on the board. Shots gone through. There goes number 10. Corexy's bagged himself 5. He hasn't got the ammo to maybe take the victory. GG trying to close down a victory themselves. He really is all he's got is left in the chamber now. Everyone running towards him has got 5.56. Flash comes over the top. Extends. Has gone for a full rotation all the way around. We'll stay with Crexy at the moment. It's a 3 versus 2 versus 1. That's there. 24 in the clip. 10 remaining. Oh, can he... needs a little sound cue of any, but... bit of damage there. Daz did not shy away from it. Actually sees Rustamar on the peak. There's the car. Actually denying shots from me. He's seen Daz now. That nade's not bad. That nade could be right on top of him. Oh, it hits him, give or take. Backs away slightly. Not going to be long before he extends and moves his way over. As he claws down the clutches. That is the final zone here. It's kind of a little bit done. I hold here. He's got 9 more shots. And the Dragunov. The fight continues here. 2 versus 1. Rox does get Shiny Daz. He now hears some shots. Crexy now moving his way back. Now he's going to be running his way forward here. Scav does get Rox as well. So the kill feed reading here from FaZe is going to be huge. He's going to see one. He has seen and heard. Oh, can he get? He does get it as well. Whoa, GG go down. Somehow he literally has no ammo left. 9 more shots. Crexy able to go towards 5.56. Can the one-man army take apart? No slack. Scav. Well, actually, arguably, it's a 2 versus 1 here. Scav's on the outside of here. Rustamar's closer. I don't think he's got the opportunity now to get the res back on. 18 shots, though, on the Dragunov. He sees the smoke. That's going to gain some information. 2 versus 1 at the end. I kind of feel like some of the FaZe chats will be here at the end. Oh, no. Does he actually get... does he get some free gear? His helmet's fine. Vest, maybe not. He's gone for the res as well. He's got the res. Back to a 3 versus 1. A little bit more of a mountain to climb now for Crexy, but capabilities. Damage leader, 800 damage. 6 kills. It's completely dropped the guys here. You can hear the smoke from Scav working his way down. He hasn't got a lot of cover. I think he might be looking at a rock there on the right as a capability. We'll stay with Crexy. I know the temptation is to go see the rotation coming in. We can see him on the map here. Rustamar in the middle. Daz is back up. The zone is on its way down. They're repositioning themselves. They have now found him. He's got 18, 17, 16. He's got actually gone for a little cheeky reload. Daz now rotates his way around. The champion cannot do it. Shiny Daz for no slack. Well, they are going to claim the victory there. But look at that. FaZe back the kills. They're going to be bagging the damage. The assist will come through. Well, going to be coming from the team that held the compound most of the time. Good play. Obviously, it could have been a very different 2 versus 1. It's more doable from a mountain decline from Crexy, but arguably FaZe had to fight all the way in that south side of the zone. There was no giving as it went down to that solo. Player Carnivores, though, they didn't take the last bite out of Crexy as he bit back and bit his way towards a 2nd place. Wildcard games are done. Let's take a quick break because these guys are turning the lobbies around pretty quickly. 2 more maps remain here on the PUBG EU Scrims. It is on the event server A. See you guys in Miramar.
chains got me changing up the way that I need you. Now we're both at a
Go. I'll take a cough before we come back in. And for the Sandy Dunes and Miramar, final 2 games now for PUBG EU Scrims or PUBG Pro EU Scrims. It's an east. Oh, sorry, so West finish up on that east side. Teases us with the potential of an island. We love it, but no Campo Militaire or Oasis this time round. We've had quite a few in the centre, kind of in and around the outside of Picardo. Lots of going down towards that sort of Chamacera area recently. We've had a couple of events the early part of the year. Hence why I've not been on the PUBG Scrims. Someone asked in chat as well, why is everyone sort of jumping out early? They are the coaches. They are, yes, they're the coaches and all the analysts. So it's not just coaches and analysts. A lot of these bigger teams will have a coach and an analyst. As you can see now, FaZe Mixie, the new one, the new addition. The player, the legend, the man, the myth. He's also now FaZe Clans analyst. See what he can do with that team as they roll for that 2025 season. Playing done, everyone is out. Shouldn't get too many hot drops here, as these most of these teams, this is a well-rehearsed map. I simply just said the same with Erangel, but not the case. There is a little bit of mind games early as well, as most of these teams are back screaming. Yeah, no twisted minds, unfortunately. Did they, I think they're just waiting things out. Kind of expect twisted minds maybe to start showing up around the, in and around after maybe the 20th of February. And we see our global partners. So there'll be a lot of speculation around the esports, game day esports podcast, PUBG podcast, me and T-Bone doing, around global partner teams. We've got to talk about Twisted Minds. We've got to talk about TSM folding, because last time we was like, oh my God, TSM will be amazing. The next thing, like a week later, they completely curveballed us and like, yeah, we've gone, we let go of our team. That to me screams, yes, Team Liquid. It's been hit up quite a few times in chat. There's the rumour that we are seeing the return of the org, which is Team Liquid. #fan. Zone, mid-flight path does go down towards Los Leones, all the way down to Resort and Porto Brego. I do like the port town. That's always, you know, we see where football, see the flight path here. They've gone for Impala, or in this case is Land Dodgers. Bit of a meme, but those are questioning why there's no foot logo there, but it's the whole foot team. Eternal Fire taking a normal split for them. VP normal drop for Los Leones. Navi, a little bit of a spread out from our Cardo down. Players will take Tomacera. Monty will be gone for BB team. Will Die normal drops for them. FaZe normal drop as well as they extend up towards Cruz. James holds a little bit of a closer, as he's not far northwest of Truck Stop. Now, he would have seen the drops and the parachutes from El Hazar and would be expecting potential push forward. GG normal drops for them as I go for San Martin. Now, San Martin is somewhat normally taken by Win or Die. And kind of GG play a little bit further over. This time, they do take San Martin and they'll potentially push down Win or Die. Wait and see. Then go for the north side. Fairy Tale sit just between them. It's a little bit further in. QM will take Twisted Minds location as Power Grid will be free this evening. And Lockwell obviously will go south. Rotation. Not as much water in. Have to wait and see. But just see where these teams kind of lay up. It's time I can answer any questions more in chat. We are on a delay, unfortunately. We're on a 10-minute delay. That's kind of to keep the players from being sneaky and seeing where the players are. Arguably 10 minutes. You guys are storing the last game. We're already playing our next one. So there's no point. Fist fight each other. Big respect to all of our mods, mate. Our mods are insane. Water ferries had to take on Miramar. Interesting. Water ferry going down the river in the middle. Here's a question for everyone. Would they rather like to see the more of the wildcard maps? Would you rather have 2 Rondos and 2 Taegos? Or are you kind of happy with Erangel with a 2, Miramar with a 2, and these kind of solo maps in between? I kind of like the solo maps, but I would maybe prefer it if we had, like, especially on like a 2-day final, Where one of the days was just Rondo, and the second day was like Taego. So you don't get kind of one apiece. But sometimes a little bit of a throwaway map. But the throwaway maps do allow teams to really conquer and cause huge amounts of disruption. Talk about disruption, turn on fire, and on game number 4 winners is No Slack. He goes over the top. They're going to clear the building. Might cause Page submission. Doesn't quite get the cook right on it though, but they do get Daz. Page now have to be cautious. The Rapid can maybe come around the other side. Does catch himself in a little bit. Ristomar's down. Now sees the player, strips across, has stuck in towards cover as well because he knows he's not going to be able to pick the gap. Repick would start to happen. Now he's going to try and reposition himself. He's going to go for the res. Now he goes, gets him util. 2 nades on the board. For him, the player's already moved out. Look at this Winnow die coming for the third party as well. Loads of action happening. Page and Scav, final 2 at the moment. Page still trying to hold out. Kobe Marco under an element of pressure, but they're going to be under more pressure though because Winnow die now working their way in. Page, level 3 vest, level 2 helmet. Completely fine. Unfortunately for Scav, helmet has taken a little bit of damage. And Rustamar may be resible now. They're trying to figure out exactly where they are. And Marco is down. Mad is down. I'm going to die wrap all the way around. I actually thought he was going to hit that frame then. That might try and stop. Oh, he just misses him. Messi's going to go for that res, but they've also got the res themselves. Kind of calm before the storm again. Scav now holds the corner. He can while there's no more teams playing on the north side of him. And Eternal Fire back to a 4 as well. So No Slack produced quite a bit of slack, arguably. And allowing the team to reset, to reposition, get going again. So util has already been dumped. They're trying to... They know someone's already up here. They can hear the climbing animation. If I have, I think, a better position as they work their way through. Actually, say that they're getting shot heavily now. Scav goes down. Ristamar is on the outside. He goes down back towards Page here. Final player now for No Slack. Forward goes on the other side. Now, information is going to be getting gained because it has been spotted. It's in the head though. Maybe play peekaboo, but it doesn't. Goes back on the other side. Pre-fire comes over. Eternal Fire, well, they will conquer the main compound, but it is game 5. All I can say, if anyone that is new watching PUBG Scrims, well, gets more aggressive the closer we get to our final game, which will be game number 6. So one more after this one, we'll be back on the sandy dunes of Miramar. For now, we're 16 teams, 61 players. We do have the additional teams. That does cause more chaos, especially earlier on. Gaming Gladiators called it a dark horse earlier. I'd argue to say they are producing an argument to say they could potentially be a really good contender for this year. Let's wait and see what they can do in this round, though. You are... I'll let's go forward here. Gaming Gladiator on the outside trying to play peekaboo, but they're getting punished by other teams, and as a result, they're going to have to recall themselves back. There's 2 dips here, one here, and the other one a little bit further back. They can try and hold in, and it will be pretty much clean for them. VB, huge spread out here. We'll die. Look for the third party now in Eternal Fire, but they've got a 2-2 split on the outside. They're actually where the compound is, where Laosh and the guys, we've seen so many endings between here, and we had an ending in here, guys, the other day. This was insane. The dot was right in the middle here. Let's see if we get it play back here. Lost Leon's held on for quite some time. FaZe rotating their way in. We'll die on the shots, though, as they do cross over. Pretty clean, actually. They do overlap really too much of a scale. A little bit of paintwork maybe on the cards, but that is about it. Business. Longer rotation round towards the southwest corner, taking shots now at BB. Again, this is a huge split from VP here. Beamy's in that 5 stack in the corner, so I think at the moment he's got a piecing together the puzzle that is game number 5. And again, Snowy kill confirm, and QR will go down early. 16 place for them. 15 teams remain. 59 players are up. FaZe 3-1. James on the hold back. They can now potentially look back over here. Vard, Inksy's on the adjacent side. Looks like Inksy's taking some damage. So I think if I was to bring this up, I'd expect maybe, yeah, they can see. So number 2. So Gustav has got the ping on him. He backs away. Let's stay tuned onto the map, though. That's what we want to see. Code marker right underneath Win or Die here. That could be a big nade if he does get it. Phase 2. Pops. It goes back to Lost the Owns. That is screaming like the zone we had the other day. Teams are going to have to rotate their way around. So much is free on that east side. Why can't I get onto Code Marco? So much is free on that east. I don't know if Code Marco's got nades. He's got 4. He's got 1 blue zone nade, so he could potentially stack up here. Close out any of the players, any of the teams that remain. Especially after a spray from that Code Marco. That's a good amount of damage here. Presenti is there. He's looking to cook the nade himself. Goes in looking for the crossover. Oh, misses the shot. Code Marco's going to have to opt to maybe retract back as they think about this zone come back their way. Back on the other side here, Navi's making a full send. Boost it. New boys pressing the boost button. He needs to try and get past it. GG don't quite get the connections or the slowdown that they needed. Levante's a little bit further down as he's in the bowl looking for a bit of loot. So, not really in the middle. I've got to be cautious though because Ascend are rotating in front of them in towards Cantera. You're going to have the bowl to shoot back. This is the problem. It's the danger. Remember, Exalt can't go up any higher. Ascend can't go any further around to the south at the moment. It's a bit of a standoff. Slowly going to rotate his way back line. He's going to try and generate an angle where he can. I kind of like Exalt. They're being aggressive. They're being actively aggressive. T-Bone was T-bot into the wonderful potato that I had then. Alfred's here right underneath. I think these guys would be so disappointed. They did drop the ball. Let's be honest. They dropped the ball on Corexy. Did they forget about him? I don't know. Alfred's here looking to try and work his way up any higher, and he might be food for T-Bone. So push Win or Die around. VP push further into Lost Young. So that's business to come in as well. Southside BB rotate further around to the south as Lock find the compound. They're kind of playing chess. One moves in front, another one moves on. As the teamwork to claim the compound is underway. More shot, he didn't go for the button. I think Killikar wanted. Have a level 3 vest. I feel like every time I'm bouncing to people at the moment on this server, it is damage done. Fairy Tail on a split as well, so they kind of know where they are. Exalt chasing down Mexico on the rotation round. I think he's looking for Fairy Tail. This is the Ascend way. They have to control the edge, don't they? It's phase number 2. Yeah, players, there's plenty to be had, but think about how they get in and where they pull up. Arctics also play tip for tat. Brexo will try and tighten himself back in, and they control that top side of Cantera, so they'll be happy in the context that people can't cause them too much damage, especially if they go to the northeast side of this here. Be a big commitment for the guys to get away over. Snow doesn't move into a position that can cause some damage. As I mentioned, Arctics obviously plays up north. He goes to minus, which is the mine section. There's lots of questions coming in on YouTube as well. There's lots of love for Monodoctor for BB team. BB team, I think, are a team, arguably I said last year, that would also look decent to play it out, do damage. Didn't quite convert. Now, is that part and parcel with the limitation of slots within the Mia region? Obviously, as it stands last year, if we go anything to go by, you've got limited amounts of slots, but limited amount of space. There goes one. The man goes for one as well. Two, make that. It's down to Levante. He has to spin his way out. The car collides. Fairy Tail looking to try and claim anything. He goes for a seat swap. He hears the secondary shots coming through. The Mad, well, he's going to get run over. I think GG are trying to piece together, actually trying to push the car into safety. He lost 2 on that. Extends his down. Move their way in. But I think have the potential. TSM returning to EU. I don't know. This is the swing. This is the thing. And I forget, again, I keep making plugs. Apologies. I think this is what me and T-Bone are talking about. What is it? Wednesday this week, right? I reckon Team Liquid, like no Sonics, right? So I reckon Tickleton's gone to Falcons. That secured them the spot for global partner team in America, right? Now, if we have another partnership in the EU, we lose 2 slots to 1 slot. 1 slot in a region, that is crazy, right? So my logic is no Sonics, so Falcons get 1 global partners. I think Team Liquid pick up TSM, and TSM with Team Liquid get the 2nd global partner. That's all speculation, guys. Like, I don't know anything, but so then the Americas region have 2 slots. Like last year they had 3, so they could lose a slot, right? Unlike the EU region, like they can't lose another slot. Then we got a question in our region, right? In the EMEA region is like, does our global partner stay the same? FaZe, Na'Vi. FaZe, yeah, most probably the big bang. Na'Vi also had a bit of a bang towards the end, or the beginning, didn't quite follow right through. I reckon. Can we see any more? Maybe. Foot deserve it. There's quite a few orgs that deserve it. They can't have them all, can they? So he's just trying to wait here. I don't think he knows. He's got an idea, hasn't he? Oh, he's been spotted here. Down him on. Zone shifts back. We are going dangerously close towards where we ended. That's where FaZe have gone for the highest end. They've gone for the bird's nest here. And then one might play peekaboo again. I think he's going to see him first, right? Seen him. Yeah, he's going to play peekaboo. Great discipline. Swaps back. Kill confirmed. That's number 2 on the board here. So I said is down as well. Down, down, down. We're back on the adjacent side. 2 remain. Ferrist and Boostic. Boostic for the new boy seems to always be at the end game. They'll go for a little bit more of a send. Do they essentially send their way into that little bunker and pray that we get the same end zone we saw the other day? I think it's a little bit too close here. Special shots are coming through. He sees the car. They've got to go the aggressive stance here. But oh my god, Presente gets 1. And Jedrockstar shoots the other in the back. Boostic will go down. The car will provide the fortification that is needed. A little bit of a seeing the car and full commit. GG's Na'Vi. Well, 15th place for them. So on the outside edge. Ascend, Store on the outside edge. External fire. Store holding their compound, but not quite in yet. They've got to get moving. Now we have Ascend moving their way towards the Fairy Tale. They're Ascend up the sand dune in towards the trap and maybe Fairy Tale. I want to know the inside of the diff exchange. He performed out of his mind this year. 100%. But are we ever going to know that? I don't think so. And arguably, Boostic is cracked as well, guys. Like, that is insane. Mechanically insane. But Diffix is also really insane. Imagine if we had, like, Hakatori's, Diffix, and Boostic on one team. Rip. Maybe it wasn't working out for them. Maybe Diffix opted to leave as well. Always about the teams looking to go. Blue Zone Nade stacks up. Fairy Tale already leaving the compound to a degree. That there is going to be a danger. 4 times spray with York. Wasn't enough damage. Gets more information though. Payne's moving his way down. He's actually in nade range now. Going to continue to use this ridge really, really well. Does he get it over the top though? I think he does. It bounces, it rolls, it scores though. He gets 1. How have they seen him move? I think they have. He's played peekaboo. Right, launching a nade. Payne's rats back the other day as they play tit for tat on potential reservoir. Exalt working their way in. Now they're picking apart. They're repositioning, using the opportunity. The gunshots now towards the east of them. Find themselves in a position maybe where they want to try him. Yes, underscore test. Well, that's bright side. There's no bright ending towards that one apart from the explosion into his face. He's been a little bit of a dangerous devil when it comes down to the old Panzerfaust today. It pulls down, but that's on the other side. I think it is a reliant push, surely. Here comes the blue zone. He's number 5. It's going to sting a little bit. It's Chris on the outside here. They've still got numbers up. Brexco is down. The M249 though from It's Chris. He made it famous for a reason. He gets 1. Look for the second. Abel comes out the other side. He clears it up. It's Chris 1 and 2 and done. Might want to try and get that res. Brexco's on the outside, so it won't be the case. He goes down. 1 point on the board. So it doesn't quite finish where it did the other day, but does play back towards the north. Does allow Exalt an opportunity now. They've left the compound, so they're going to play one side of the ridge. The northwest corner is really unplayable, really. Eternal Fire might want to tighten up here. GG hold a really strong compound here. FaZe on the higher side. We're going to see a lot of action now as these teams look to work their way in. Carnivore's down 1 here, looking to try and get the first kill on the board. You get a knock. He's down. Incy does get corrected. The fight for the high side is going underway as well. Look at this. They've got to continue to move right. Alpha's in such a good spot. Also, hand dodgers might be underway. Information. Surely they can hear the player at the tippy toes. Shoots back, but Alpha T is going to go zone. He needs to get in. That should be the end. Oh no, he's got the jammer pack. He's good. He's good. He's got the jammer pack. Through at lastminute.com. This is horrible. Look at this. Business needs to get in. VP needs to get in as well. 3 kills for them. Final player. BB. How many kills they've got? Seen them in a kill feed. Only 2. Difficult. No, Taego is terrible for comp. Let me read your whole comment actually, because I think it's relevant. No, Taego is terrible for comp. The rocks and the land ratio, none really works. 2 circle based to wins. It is. There is. And actually, if you look at the algorithm, which I don't know fully, but again, this is based upon like the amount of reps I've done with scrims and events and stuff. Like, I kind of feel Rondo like he's even accentuated that as well. It doesn't really follow the same rules that we get. All time finding and literally are fighting win or die at the moment. Names on the better position. They're going to work their way in, but can they pick apart? I think they're fighting too many people. It's not a clean, isolated fight. Can't see them getting them out of here. FaZe in the high grounds. Let me try and piece apart the remaining players on the insides. Teams goes down. Carnivore's taking a bite, as I said before, out these teams working their way up. Does cause some damage. Fex needs to be careful because he is exposed slightly now from the blue. Now, does a doozy. Does Lucarox take shots towards him? Maybe not. You can hear it. There you go. Now the initial shots. Lucarox needs to clear him. Pushes his way back here. Carnivore's also on the approach here. There goes that zone shift. Does go fully up. And the boys from Land Dodgers and Exalt still find themselves in here. VP will take 10th place. 8th place will go. That's going to be taken because Bet Boom will fall in 9th. You can see he gets number 3 on the kill on the board now for the boys. He's on the hold here. Vard's a bit closer here. There's cars rotate their way through. GG store up here. Eternal Fire under pressure from them. There goes the smoke. They're looking to try and close out. Exalt have a Riz. Eternal Fire, there you go. GG have cleared them. So kind of got to wrap their way around, but as they come up over here, they're going to be exposed. It's very difficult. And actually, look at that. Pixel's in such a good position if they do want to play this way. But he's got all the danger coming in from the other side. Fex still remains the fight now from the outside. Carnivores rotate round. Win or die, rotate the other way. GG, they are remaining down bodies. Levante finds himself in, and Fex will hold on to what he can of this end game. Phase number 6, though. 6 teams, 16 bodies remain, and this is the precipice of the game before the last. This means it's going to be explosive, though. If anything, game number 6 is going to be a bit of madness. Additional bodies, additional players. Fix. Can he find an additional couple of kills? Can he do a Corexy now? So much pressure to get into the final zone. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think it's going to be the case. Nope. FaZe Clan were their full. Leosh, though, did not want to let the guys go. Ain't-C is actually quite far over. Pixel on the other side. Actually, a lot more fights going to be happening on the inside. 5 teams remain. It's going to be 4 quite quickly as the powerhouses of Carnivores and Will or Die have to eventually fight it out before they work their way in towards zone. Will this leave an Exalt at the end? Great shots, though, come through. Sanders will go down eventually. And there we go. Our top 4. Will or Die looking to try and get the rest as they can. It's 4 versus 4 versus 2 versus 2. There goes the smoke. GG are one of the 2. They can't really push up. And Exalt had to push back the other way. because of the position that we see from land dodgers. They might be dodging the lands, or they're dodging the winds here. Win or die bag, 10 kills on the board as the final 4 teams go down. Make that 3 teams as Exalt will drop out in 4th. Exalt arguably have been really strong as well. Really, really strong. They're constantly getting into the end games here. So good to see so many. We've got Russian people in chat. We've got Turkish people in chat as well. The EU community is strong. GG trying to tighten themselves up as well. They're going to move back. Ainsley's got danger of the Grozer. It's going to come down to win or die. We all know I'm slightly biased with the logo because I made it, right? We all know that. I know. I'm going to get told off. Lads, you need to get a new logo. I'm not going to lie. Some dodgy caster made that for you. That's not great, is it? GG could cause problems here. They will focus their attention towards... Oh, no. That is a network lag from Pixel. He's back. That will cause issues. More so for GG. Actually, look at the zone. GG needs to get in again. Pixel finds himself in a good spot. T-Bone. Oh, no. Win or die. Oh, Pixel's got the MG. Presenti looks back. With the MG. He needs to think about how he plays back outside edge of zone. Pop the car up at least. There you go. GG are in there. Win or die are in as well. T-Bone sends the car forward. And they use the crest really well. GG don't have to move, do they? All 3 final teams remain. As I said before, it's a 4 versus 4 versus 2. I think PUBG needs to have partner teams, not GBT teams. Here's a question for everyone in chat. I will post it on my Twitter account today, or X, whichever you want to say. I still can't say X. I don't think it makes sense. I am going to post up questions. What questions would you like us to answer in the podcast this week? So go onto the video. We had lots of questions for T-Bone and around footy sports. Happy to take more. Definitely feel like the boys here on the whole. It doesn't take long though for Pixel to play sneaky, does he? He's got the ridge, so he's blocked out from GG. I think when the fight kicks up, you've got to be cautious though. GG might try and sideswipe. She might look to reposition. Same with Vard. 3 times in the MG. They will free vest and helmet here for Pixel to boost everything he can. This is more of a position now for a late game. It's phase number 7. It'll be going towards the dot potentially. And I think you'd say, does it go back towards more so our land dodgers? I'd argue to say potentially because they got more of that. GG. Oh, potentially holds and pray in. A couple of shots go on. No knocks though. Will come in. Donuts it up. Actually, win or die ROK. Actually, GG now suffer. I think they know they're going to have danger closest side. I think the only play they've got is into here. That's going to force win or die maybe. I think they're hoping that the guys will be able to play peekaboo rounds. I think at the moment T-Bone, or in this case T-Bot, is the guys move forwards. I think he's going to try and play peekaboo and he'll have the shots though on win or die. Key that he doesn't go down. It's already in a pixel perfect position to try and hold. Does GG go the whole way across? Don't know. It'll go down to the wire. Face number 8. The dot's going to go just shy, south side of the road here. Pixel is going to be closest. Win or die will eventually have to come off the hillside, but not for now. They are positioned now for the rocks. GG making the play over. This is going to see now potentially the guys move forward. Jenkins gets for 1. They're going to take as much as they can. T-Bone has gone further around. Levante needs to get moving. This is a full send, unfortunately, for them. T-Bone looking for the shots. Doesn't quite get the full connection needed. Levante, I think, will fall. Oh, he hasn't. He's actually made it in. GG's. There goes the smoke. Pixel, well, reminds everyone there is an MG. And they had taken, I said, arguably the amount of time. So because GG had to move, land dodgers didn't dodge anymore. They took as much as they could. Pixel moves his way back. Schengen gets T-Bone. Is Pixel in too much of a good position to try and hold out? Pixel have to try and hold out. T-Bone potentially visible for maintenance. 26 seconds on the clock. I don't think it's the case. I think they go for a 3 versus 4 here. I think the wrong call to go for the res. Pixel is going to be so close. Try and taking them on. Now they've heard the MG, so might be looking to try and sneak down. Presently looking to come on. He can hear him. Means his way in. Trying to keep his body as tight as he can. Now he's got the information. He lays down. He's got the tripod ready. There goes one. Now puts it back 3 on 3. Now they know that he's dead. Dangerous is, but the zone's going to be pushing him out. Face number 5 is going to be pushing them. Pixel is going to be happy. Denied the information. 45 storing the clip. Nade's coming over the top, though. He's been spotted. Has to re-peek round. He won't go for the reload. He needs the reinforcements over. They have got the res. T-Bone's back up. That's going to allow him now to try and maybe get that reload back on in case shots will come forward, though. But Win or Die might be subject now to the MG. Pixel moving his way around. 3 kills already. 6 on the board. Lando just trying to get this 4 to 3 now on the other side. Plays around the adjacent. I get this more of a spray round. Win or Die going to go stack up. They've got to get rid of. They've got to unpick Pixel here. Don't know if they can. I think they've completely lost him now in the smoke, in the sea, and the zone is pushing them further out. Pixel launches 1 nade. He's got another 2 left in his back pocket. Vard will try and get that one. That's going to allow the pings into better position here. Nade will come through. Pixel will be looking to try and move up the hills. Right, he has. He's been spotted though. He gets Schengen. It's down to the final player. Nade comes through and explodes. Winner, chicken dinner. Land Dodger's going to claim it. 9 kills on the board, and it all goes 21 points though for the team. A good ending, but a very, very controlled ending, though, from Land Dodgers. They did move their way around. Win or Die, obviously, in a lot of action. They got a number of kills. They also got the damage. FaZe picked up the assist, but they were on the high ground looking down towards Lost Leones. A really, really good. We'll have to see how things go. I love that there's a lot of support for these teams on the outside edge. As I said, I am going to put a tweet up later because we will be inviting questions in for the podcast this week as we'll be back in the studio. So I really want to hear what you guys and girls have to say. Well, the only thing you need to hear from me now, let's go for a quick break. It's the final game, though. As I said, it's best of 6. Unfortunately for this PUBG EU Scrims, I'll see you in the madness. That's the final game.
Teens with dreams of love without a clue. We were hopeless and we're hopeless now, but I remember we threw our fists in the air singing. I remember when we were kids, never scared. Yeah, and the sky went dark. We used our hearts to guide us. You showed me you care, and I remember. Yeah, I remember. Your lips are stained with fiction. You always have your reasons, and I smell you rotten. Your hands are sealed in pockets. You fill them with your secrets. To you, I am nothing. I am like poison. You know you make me reckless. I'll run, but you are friction. Your touch feels like heaven. You make me hate all my sins. You are my religion. My religion. I have a million reasons to leave you, but I have a billion reasons to keep you. I have a million reasons to leave you, but I have a billion reasons to keep you.
Your vacant thoughts peering into the soft blue light. This unfamiliar glare blocks me out, I'm blinded. Inspired my efforts to keep you satisfied. I seem to be losing you, it's not worth the fight. So I speak up, I scream into the void. I reach for
Here we go. Game number 6, the final rounds for PUBG EU Scrims, or PUBG Pro EU Scrims, shall I say. The flight path is horrible. It is a south-southeast, pushing to a southwest. Death Valley is the end of the flight path. Where do these teams go? Well, 17 teams, 72 players, including our coaches and analysts, will descend their way down to the final madness. For those that are new to PUBG and PUBG Scrims, Game 6 can be a bit of a crazy one. I posted the tweet out now. So you guys, if you want to hear, if you have questions or if there's topics that you guys want us to talk about on the podcast that we're recording this Wednesday, please let us know. I'll put the link into chat. Just give it a follow, and let us know what your thoughts are. Even if it is just a, hey, say hello. We want to know what you guys want. And we're taking so much good feedback as well from the community, because it was a bit of a pilot episode. We didn't really know what to do. We definitely didn't plan it. We just planned to go somewhere. So we unleashed some questions, we unleashed some topics, we spoke about some stuff after the Christmas break of what's been happening. More stuff has happened since then, so we want to catch up with some of the topics and kind of start to build a default structure when it comes around to this kind of podcast. Now the podcast is on YouTube only. It's Game Day Esports, or at Game Day Esports. You can obviously tune in. Let's have a look at some of the action earlier here, because so said, well, On one shot now. Which way have they gone? He's gone the other way, hasn't he? So he's there. Does he get caught? One shot. He connects it. He can't. So gets away with it. Cardo, he is in. Zone, unfortunately, has gone to Death Valley. There's a lot of unplayable, so very much on that west-hand side, guys and girls, is unplayable. So count that as borderline water. Players can't get up to it. It's going to force 67 players into a much smaller space. Land Dodgers is a hilarious name. It's relevant. I think that's why the meme Jordan on YouTube has said. Because they generally dodged lands last year. So, unfortunately, that's part and parcel of having a limited amount of spots for the guys. Obviously, there are people watching on YouTube. There's people watching on Twitter as well. Welcome in, or X. And say, right. Here we go. Teams moving their way in. Phase on that rotation down. Lokov is taking the compound. Chris is normally there, so he kind of knows that they're there, right? So he's pushed away. He's been caught out there before. Wouldn't be surprised for kind of Ascend to maybe take this sort of southwest Death Valley. Just kind of a little bit above where Chris is heading his way now. I'll take my slack. Tunnel Fire moving out. Navi already moving out. So I said obviously to survive. I wonder if they're going to try and hold out. BB team take from Monty. I should go past Monty, to be fair. They're going a bit further down there. Trying to maybe play into that brickyard area or maybe take one of the Death Valleys themselves. Doozy. He's going to pitch up here and maybe have a little scout ahead. And yeah, it didn't take long. Navi didn't like the fact that Fairy Tail was taking chunks out of one of their players. Well, one tire down, one about to go. He's now on a full send. I get clawing his way back. He's ahead. That sandstorm is not going to help though. I was going to go right underneath his line of sight. I'll keep an eye on where these teams might clash. Game 6 Antic is mad. Yes, mate. Yes. Can you put I'm ready? Of course I can. I can put question. I can put that. I think what I'll do is take the tweet and I'll copy and paste it over to Reddit. Again, please don't hold back on the questions, guys. Even if you don't know a lot about PUBG esports, please that's what this is about. This is not just for the top tier of players. I think there's a space to get questions. Akatori's got the better shots here. Right side, low pressure. Akatori doesn't quite get the connection just yet. Is going to lose some momentum. Akatori senses, feels the fairy eyes looking into the back of his head. Continue to provide pressure on Brightside, who is ES_test. EP fighting as well. Picked one. Gotta be careful about jumping around. I don't want to get another disconnect right. Yo, Mark. How does someone get into pro PUBG? Just yet. There's a lot of Discords, so it depends on if you're on. I wouldn't say there is not really a pro scene on PUBG console. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. There isn't a PUBG scene on console. This is Game 6 Antics. But what there is, very much on PC because there is more. This is gonna be shocking. Surprise. There's one. Thanks. And good stuff. Oh, I turned them away. If you haven't already, there is on my Discord. There are links to most of the PUBG PC Discords there. So again, just get your teams together, start screaming again. Some of the guys are putting teams together, and obviously as you start out, you make yourself what they call a mixed tier, and as you get experience and you attend, like, obviously all the major events are open. You just have to go through qualifiers. Go through the qualifiers. If you get through to a certain level of qualifier, you get a tier ranking. And obviously, the higher the tier ranking, the more likely you are going to get to the scrims. This Discord, which I'm covering today, is PUBG EU scrims. They arguably are one of the biggest, or I'd say are the biggest in our area. So they have, I think there's 4 lobbies. So event plus another 4 lobbies. So 5, I think, in total this evening of teams that are playing, that are getting ready for scrim. I can send you a DM. Teams now working their way in. Who's on top tonight? Official TGO is covering one of the lobbies, actually, we talk about in the EU. Who's on top tonight? Good question. Gaming Gladiators are on top with 48 points. 10 points behind them is VP. Exalt are now in first. Bit of tit for tat. Lando just over the victory of that last round. They are going to skyrocket themselves up to 5th. Pretty tight. It's kind of as we expect this lobby to be. Are we going to need more clashes? Well, FaZe, with a crazy car fortification, works out. Thank you. There's been a couple more follows on Game Day Esports on YouTube, so thank you very much for that. 7 in total. That's where all the content will go. It won't be going on to our individual channels. It's its own thing, guys. Carnival's just driving around praying there's no more full cut fortification. He sees a little beep at him. He needs to chase him down. The player behind. Who is the player behind? Here's Pixel. He's filling the cars. Wait for the zone to come in. 2-2 split. Send Aha painstakingly ever closer towards the guys. I think he's actually, with it's Chris going down, they've actually given up their hold. MK in hand though. We've got Exalt. Hey, guys, it's been decent today. Has been decent today. Pixel with the initial couple of shots over the top. He does get the knockdown on Carnivals. I don't know if they can maybe make the push then at this Game 6 antics. So, yes, hell yeah. FaZe with the E pickup going all the way across the zone. They're waiting to find out where this zone's going to go. They've kind of popped it to, I think they're going to be airborne when that sort of clicks in. It does reposition up towards T-Bone. I think they've seen something up here because we saw him scouting earlier. Amy is sort of lurking. I think he's been seen. Let's just pop T-Bone on here. Do that. Yeah, they have it there. Right. Who's bit that T-Bone has spotted him. So see the pink is up our front. Let's have a quick look. So they don't need to push in just yet. Got Carnival's kind of trapped. Ain't Vard and then T-Bone and Pixel just sort of closing the grip of the jaws on towards that team. While they move in. There's a flight path either side. So might say hello and might. The zone is about to pop. I'd say No Slacks one is better timed. Just depends actually how aggressive the zone goes. If it plays back, FaZe could maybe claw back. They're going to be close. It has donuts up a little bit. So we lost all the water. We lost all the unplayable. So that's going to play off really nicely for FaZe. They're going to be airborne and out pretty quickly. VP might want to try and tighten up on Chavasera. So Carnivals will try and hold here. Vard, I think, will sweep his way around towards the guys. And obviously, they're going to be seeing VP sending away. He's working. Got a couple of questions actually. Why you're on a 10-minute delay? It's because of the pro players. It's not our decisions. It keeps it fair. No one can jump into the stream. You can get a lot of information from watching a stream that is live, especially as a player. And Temptation, I suppose, is there. These are pro players, but. One more teams. Put in Reliant, finds one, looks for the second. Oh, he goes down. He actually went for the right side. Good shots though coming from the adjacent, but it's going to be Hakatori. Complete different team. It's going to be a skill for him. Can he actually get the steal? I don't know if he can. Looks like he might have tucked his way. Actually, he hasn't tucked his way over. No, he's going to get it. So it's been stolen away. QRD go for the crash in as well. Himself now in the church. Global Army. Couple of shots at Arms trying to hold the pressure. April working his way in. Global Army trying to deny. This is the final player. Pops out. Gets one. I think it's going to be stolen again from Hakatori. Here comes the nade through the front door, looking to try and catch it. Misses him, moving his way up. Flash will go out. I think it'll be close. He gets the flash. He runs in. Oh, he bags a second. Kill on the board. Global Army surviving. Right side's a bit too far away. I think he'll be looking to try and get that confirmed where he can. Is that confirmed? Done. Lance on the other side. So he might be able to bag another point on the board as well. Good hold here from QR. Not really seen much from him today. So, it's a decent team. I'm assuming like that PUBG Geos is, I've not heard of it personally, but I'm just making the assumption, is it like some kind of like GeoGuessr game for PUBG? Might be good at that game. I look at the map a lot. But GeoGuessr is like kind of a, maybe I'm wrong, because GeoGuessr is a copywritten name, so that's why when you look at the main PUBG events, when you do the guessing location, it's not called GeoGuessr. Maybe I might be wrong. It's kind of my logic. Let's go down to the main man behind the brains. Down, but not now. It's going to be able to make the call for the team. Ascend obviously do like to play on the outside edge. This time they're obviously taking the fight as the zone still finds them in. Kai, grenades on the top. I'm going the guys have moved back into the main God build him. Haynes goes the other way around. Okay, to try and get the angles. And not as many people down this sort of side of the zone. There's no one in the southwest corner. So we have a little quick look at the zone. We'll get a clean fight. Haynes won't really be able to see much in here. Might be able to see a little bit more when he stands up. Zone shifts towards Travesera, so with these teams to try and take a bit of a fight on the guy under pressure is going to allow Paynes now to try and move forward. Kidokai taking a few shots. He's down for 2. GG losing 1. Not confirmed out just yet. I think Paynes has been spotted. He's trying to ensure. Yeah, he's been spotted 100%. Holding the angle. Oh, the MG doesn't take effect at all. Blue zone nade. Oh, he has to spin. He drops the blue zone nade. Does he actually launch it in time? He does. And he gets here through the window. That's going to count out 1. It's going to be down to Paynes and Kidokai. Speed reaction. Oh, Kidokai goes down to a 1. Exalt have been outstanding today. Lose 1. Repositioned. Do you know what? I'm liking the ace more and more at the moment, guys. I was an AK guy. Definitely know I can't control the barrel. I can be honest with that. I'll take this move down. GG goes down and out here. Looks like Ascend are going to fall as well. They're going to work their way in. BB are holding zone. A doozy fill first. Maybe they hold the outside. Might have got the new pickup for them. FaZe. I'll find a new neighbour in FaZe. But I think they look to see the E pickup coming their way. It's game 6, so hey, why not descend into Travesera? T-Bone has quite a interesting position. He's got the shield. You have to look as these teams will now descend. He drops down to a 1 shot through the sky. Can he get boots on the ground? He can, just about. Distance here. Don't need to work in. Business coming in the southwest corner. Global Army has an E pick up. Does he go for it? Maybe. Maybe just hide in the Travesera. Maybe try and take some of the high ground. Maybe he's going to come across T-Bone. Carnivores on the other side have been under pressure from the amazing roadblock that was deployed by FaZe. I think they've really been settled from that. They've come over the hill and found themselves. And try and hold it out. Where does he go? Surely Global Army. Does he go late, maybe? Into the compound? Oh, no. No. Where's T-Bone? Free kill for T-Bone, right? 1. Laid down. 2, 3. How's he even laid that there? That's insane. BB crash in. Third party action will be for the kill. Quickly, doesn't quite get there. Carnivals will fall with 30th. Definitely game 6 for me. Felt a little bit interesting. Oh no. Best. Find the neighbours. One of them has a big gun. Now plays into action. Goes down. Simon shifts again. Sarah's going to be where we go. Maybe. The MG is going to be useful. BB team needs to get rolling quickly. Will die to the E pickup. I'm going to get rid of these guys pretty quickly. They don't need to move, actually. They've got a really good spot now. Kind of like with TD up. Oh, that's going to be enough. At least maybe to build the momentum. At least maybe Shiro has really performed today. He needs to be cautious. Taking some huge shots. He does get picked up. That's long distance. That's win or die again. Here comes the confirm. It's not going to go from win or die. It's going to give information. Let the guys know that actually One-Eyed King's here to stay. This is going to be a fight on the outside. Navi versus No Slack. Akatori's down. How did he not see? I think the smoke, the noise, picked apart the information gains. Bushtick goes down, does on the other side though. Page is going to be reservoir. Fristmark can try and get this one. It's like Sessa's got to try and make something happen. As he's coming up, Scav's got a really good position. He's really holding. And look at this, Phil first. Getting a huge problem. Helmet store up. Scrap that helmet lid down. They are going to have to re-smoke now if they want Page alive. Rustamar's going to go for that res where he can. Scav, I think, is in the better position now to try and hold. He needs to try and stop the push that will come through from Ferrist. Smoke for him is dissipating. He's going to have to get another smoke out himself. He's looking to try and get that nade. Nade goes up high to Shiny Daz. Looking to try and find a way in, but the Blue Zone nade's forcing him out. Another smoke goes forward. That's going to be coming down. BB team looking to try and control it. And actually, Phil first does pick up Ferris. Navi will fall in 12th, but looking good with a new boy. Boostic, though. Bedroom team with any pickup. Still rolling in. Outside the zone. Players coming in from behind. Needs to be cautious, though. Page deliver a wicked hunchback. For those that are looking this side, he's on the other side of the ridge. It won't be long before you have a peekaboos over the top. Actually, he's been spotted here. He has to take the fight. Unlocked to Phil first here. Players, final player for them. 1 kill on the board. Unlock's coming over the top. He's been spotted. He's actually run back the other way. He's actually going round really, really wide here. See, he gets him. He gets a doozy. Now he flips back the other way, using the tree as cover. Well, what cover it does provide. Very little. I think they might be able to pick up a doozy here. They'll be quick if they're going to do it. Taking a lot of pressure in from the outside. Phase number 5. Doozy does go down. You named has claimed that one. They would have read the kill feed here. Looks like we will win underneath their belt. Let's try and figure out how they roll. So I'm going to Masera. Talk about a crazy ending. Game number 6 and 6 though. 10 teams remain. 29 left. We're phase number 5. With a fortification from phase. Might be delivering them to the end. Let's see if the car fortification works though. He can be over the top. Page looking to get there. I need to skim this to the side of Phil first, but Phil first digs deep. Trying to get any headshots he can. Now for the third party action comes with VP. Oh, great nade from Phil first. Page down to a 1. Player goes down. Able to get a med back on. Scav on his way back. 1 minute 56 before we start seeing the next zone. On the short side here, so they might be able to get it. Scav will need to try and defend it. I don't think the guys can play over the top really, so just kind of ignore the flash and stick the res. It's going to have to run back maybe towards the faster side. He's in a great spot. He's going to try and hold this one out, but look at this. Even VP going to try and hold both sides. Bet Boom will fall down. Nixie does get the knock. They've got the buildings to provide the cover. They might try and hold out the boys. Exalt will fall. And then the madness that swirls from the south side though. Lock moving in. Pixel down. Var backing off slightly. Oh, T-Bone saves the day. Pixel could be put in the car and shimmy to rescue From Vard. Get the car up here he can. Get him out. Pick him up. Get him in. Oh, he's taking some huge shots. He's in the driving seat. No, Vard! Put him in the passenger seat. Pixel's like, no, mate. I can't drive. I'm down. I've had one too many. Vard moves in. T-Bone, yet again, from this position, is causing literal issues for every team. Heroic actions. The thorn in the side of all from Chamasera. Maybe the king of Chamasera is T-Bone. 4 kills on the board for Land Dodgers. 3 of them produced from the high ground here from T-Bone. Scav remains. Beamy looking to make his way back in. He's been spotted and he can deliver. The helmet will fly off. The nade wind. It's too late. Beamy packs a punch towards the ends. Will die, unfortunately, how happened to leave the high ground as they have been able to get 6 kills from this. Oh, sorry, man, I missed it. Oh, sorry, loads happened. I didn't quite catch the Navian. Been a bit more madness. You can catch back on YouTube, though, obviously, where the guys have been doing. Boostic has played really well, though. Honestly, really, really well. And arguably, he has been one of the final players for Na'Vi most rounds. Now, whatever, there's 2 sides to that coin. He's either been just too passive and has not made out as long as he could do, or he's just found himself in the right position at the right time. Na'Vi unable to claim a victory. Boostic has performed, mate. I still got the question about Diffix, but we're never going to know the full story, are we? To cut his parachute, does that with style. If I'd done that, I would have been pancake. Shingen, for win or die. Good pick for me. Strong team. Rush, Bazenti, Jedox, and Shingen. Win or die, a team I always have a lot of love for. Pete, on the other hand, they're going to go head to head. The affair you don't want to see. The nades will come in. Oh my god, Fex lands 1 on Jedrix though. Bouncing him off the side. He's resable. Depends how many, much more of the util. Game 6 antics feels like phase antics. I think they can push round. Don't need to. VP don't need to push around either. They just need to hold, make sure that they get backfield as well. As you can see him looking back, it's not far on the adjacent side. Presents he does get Gustav down, so they are holding where they can. T-Bone is store in zone. T-Bone is store at the top. TD have lost 1. That's a quick kill confirm. 4 kills already. Gustav with 3. James with 1. He's been full flashed here. FX is going to have to move out, maybe position. As the opening has happened here from Win or Die, but the opening has been taken slightly away from him. VP bored of sitting there, bored of waiting, hoping they were going to push their way. Hasn't come their way. Now they're going to push forward, though. They are looking to try and close up. Jeems just gets Schengen down. Jedrox does get Jeems kill confirmed on the board. As VP, reading the kill feed well. 6 kills, moving their way. I don't think they know exactly where the final player is of phase. They are looking to move closer and closer in towards zone. Well, he goes for the drop. Unfortunately, he gets caught. His hands in the drop. Cookie jar down. Tunnel fire, completely getting a free pass here. Low side of the zone. Fix looking to try and hold up. Time I get to him. He's going to go. Want to die. Hold the numbers. They've lost 1. It's a 4 versus 4 versus 3 versus 3. VP will be looking to try and pick up Ibby as they are launching as much as they can. This is the crazy play, I'm sorry. You know I'm taking the piss, T-Bone, when I see you on Wednesday, mate. Where's your deployable shield? I kind of feel like... Great minds think alike, mate. Push it forward a little bit. There you go. There you go. Got a bit of movement, mate. It just arguably there's a lot of cover up here as well, mate. Piece of about where the final players are, but as I said before, I kind of feel like Total Fire have got away with it. This might be the downfall of TD. He needs to move in. Oh, it is there. Maybe ain't see wrap around. Does he have a little sneaky look this way. He's very focused in and fixated on win or die. Knows where VP is. They get the res, so it's back to a 4 versus 4 versus 3 versus 3. Final 4 teams. T-Bone delivering a pack-a-punch again. He hasn't got many angles. He's got very short windows to make it happen. I wonder if they know he's there now. They know he's there. And they're looking to try and get themselves in. Right. He gets Nixie. He gets him again. Oh my days. How many times do you res him? Nixie's been confirmed. Another knock. We don't die, not pushing out. VP zone pushing their way. Slower side. Res happens again. They've got to come back their way. T-Bone be looking. He just redeploys the shield. He's trying to get it as far forward as he can. I don't think he can get it down, though. Oh, that's enough to block out eternal fire. Is it enough to give him the cover that he needs? Good shots, though. Let's be down. Nickrock's looking to try and make some magic happen. Oh, my days! Headshot! Guys now coming underneath it. Shots are coming in. Vard launching the nades forward. He's trying to catch eternal fire. That's why I think T-Bone's trying to block the shots on the adjacent side. Wanna die. Need to try and deal as the smoke. The sea of smoke's moving their way. VP are down to 2. Schengen is here. Jedrock's on the adjacent. He's a bit further in. Laoshai providing the cover with Schengen. There goes one. Going to try and get the confirm as quick as they can. They need to. It's more of the case because T-Bone's here. Eternal Fire have scrabbled their way in towards zone. Do they even know that they've got danger? They get a lot of action happening around them. Will die. I'm moving in. Numbers are here. 2 kills for Eternal Fire. Is anybody get so Vard, Vex, T-Bone, yeah, Michael, Honey Badger, Vex is Welsh. I don't know if we like being called representing the UK. Yeah, there's a few. And obviously that's why me and T-Bone live super close as well. So that's why we're doing the podcast. We need some more, I think. Yeah. Wish boys. T-Bone again. He's going to be providing so much intel now for the guys. Oh my god, that could be a worldie. He's gone for it. It's going to bounce. Oh, it's hit the corner. Mad. Going down as well. Nades come through. Eternal Fire just haven't got the information where T-Bone is. That's the problem. So it's down to a 3 versus 3 versus 2 versus 1. The 2 teams that had 4 players have suffered the most losses. Beamy under huge amounts of pressure. He's going to fall as well. Schengen clears up. Schengen cracked, mate. 11 kills. 11 kills for the boys. Eternal Fire have to remain low. They can hear the shots from T-Bone. I think T-Bone is in such a control location. Oh my god. He's off. He's doing some parkour. If he gets caught here. Look at Leash on the right left-hand side of the screen here. Does he play peekaboo? I don't think he does. Oh my days. T-Bone's must be still got his... Oh, is he seen Jedrox? Oh, he's seen Leash now. I actually think Jedrox is the better shot for him. Tunnel Fire gonna play peekaboo more towards T-Bone's side. Bard and Ainsley have come down towards the south. They're wrapping around the other way. They've got information more towards win or die. More nades coming in. They're trying to smoke him out. The smoke's not going to help though. T-Bone's got the higher ground. We're going to stay with T-Bone at the moment. He's going to see that run across. There goes that run across. His first shot in. Pushes him back. T-Bone gets him through the smoke as well. Now he sees Eternal Fire playing peekaboo. Coming out the top. Oh, now he's been spotted. He needs to be cautious here. It's going to be down to the other boys to try and make it happen. Have they got any more util? They've only got 1 molly. Nades are coming in. Ainsley could be the game changer. Jedrox goes down. Nade sent through to a victory. Great explosion. Schengen takes a burst of air. Code Marco down to a 1. Their utils coming in thick and fast. Oh my god, Schengen's going to go. He jumps. He goes down. It's going to be down to a 3 versus 2. T-Bone has been spotted by the guys. He's going to just be able to provide the information. We're not dying in a great spot. Schengen, they delivered 11 kills. Same. If the boys here from Land Dodgers can close it out. T-Bone trying to stay ahead of things. It's going to be down. Varn picks up one. Final player now is Code Marco. The vest has gone. It's completely cracked. Providing the first aid. The helmet is fully intact. Smoke won't provide the cover. I think he's going to be wary. He's taking a huge amount of blue zone damage there. It's going to be dangerous for him. He lays down. He sprays, but it's going to score. LAN Dodgers are going to take it. 11 kills also for them. They're going to pick the damage. They're going to pick the assist. But more importantly, LAN Dodgers go back to back. Woof. Jeez. Back-to-back wins. I think a lot of that was down towards T-Bone taking anything away from the other guys. Obviously, Pixel was unfortunate. He was put in the driver's seat and he can't drive when you're down, right? But obviously he's scrapping his way down. But because of the high ground, because this is not a normal playable terrain, the guys actually pieced together really, really well. 11 kills, controlled, a lot of action. Server 8 city ending is pretty tough anyway. That's PUBG EU Scrims. We've got loads going on this week, but it's actually more so things like on production, like behind the scenes. I know the official TGO, give him a follow on Twitch because he's going to be covering Scrims tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm going to try and get back when I can later on in the week to ensure we cover some more. Back on YouTube, as I said, we're in the studio on Wednesday if you can at Game Day Esports. That's the brand new podcast that myself and T-Bone, one of the pro players you saw, pick up a huge amount of those kills, where we're going to talk all things PUBG. We have popped a tweet out there as requested. I would also put a post on the competitive PUBG Reddit where you can ask your questions, unleash your questions, and we will try and get through as many as possible. There is a lot to talk about. Global partner teams, Twisted Minds. We can talk about Twisted Minds. We always do. Team Liquid, TSM, their roster completely gone. Where did they go? We're gonna have some guesses about where we find the seedings are going to land and the global partner teams that will be launched out later on this month. That's pretty much from March. It is all go, go, go for the PUBG 2025 season. Thank you very much that has tuned in. Thank you very much to everyone that has followed. We're going to go out and raid someone now if you're on Twitch. If you haven't already, as I said, give us a follow on the other social media. So Mark Power Cast, pretty much across the board. And as I said, the most important one for me and T-Bone is Game Day Esports. Thank you very much. All the comments. Love you all. I'll see you later on the week. Peace.